That was Chloe, right?
Yeah.
Dempson knows what
He know
Chloe-
what her backshot air smells
Yeah,
like.
definitely got a whiff.
You just saying from
Like
purely them doing like the bumping that the wafting was going up?
Wafting? Is that what it's called?
Well, I'm just
The
saying
waft, yeah.
because he's not actually f***ing.
No, but her
Never heard
You've never
granted,
wafted?
Never
I waft 4 times a night.
I can't wait to waft. I mean, what is wafting? What the fuck is that?
His was definitely wafting in her
Yo, I
area.
cannot wait to waft. My next waft victim, Jesus.
NewRoryNMal.
Welcome to a new episode of the New Rory and Mal podcast. I am Mal,
I'm Rory.
and we are back with a new episode, another sound journey, another
Yes.
audio experience, an emotional roller coaster.
The newest episode.
How you,
As of
how
right
you
now.
feeling, man? I haven't spoken to you since you came down off your high of celebrating your culture and your heritage.
Yeah, man.
I
I'm
know you
still.
saw you was out at the parade on Fifth Avenue.
I boycotted. I didn't want to drink because I wanted to really appreciate the real Irish culture. That lasted all about an hour,
Yeah.
and then I took a shot. But you know,
That's good. That's good for the ancestors.
yeah, it was nice to taste some Irish whiskey again. It had been a minute. But no, we had fun out there. I took a photo in front of Edna's high school band.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I saw that.
I asked them. They didn't even know who Eden was. I was like,
your name, I meant to tell you. I go to the concourse and just say your name. Nobody turns around.
I think it's better that way.
Like I don't understand. You know, they don't even know you at the
They turn
McDonald's. over there.
around?
They don't even know you at the McDonald's right there.
I was like, he was in Greece. Like,
He was in Greece.
what did you do?
Your
Oh no, you did
rendition-
West Side Story. I'm
I was
sorry.
in West Side Story.
Yeah, same thing. Say they
I was
thought it was
appalled.
Greece. It's the same hair.
He is greasy.
Yeah, same hair.
I like Greece.
Yeah, West Side Story is just the uptown version of Greece.
That's all
It's
it
the
is.
Staten Island version.
How was the parade though? It was good weather this weekend too.
It was oddly calm. Like, I know everything is changing in New York, but like it was less degenerates. Like it was a very family friendly environment. It wasn't even that loud. Like people were respectful. People were smoking their cigars like on the other side. It was just odd.
Boring. Smoking section at the
Yeah,
the St. Patrick's Day parade.
it was. And I mean, thank God Cardinal Hayes was there because boy, was it white.
Yeah.
Had to get some of the Puerto
I
Ricans
was like,
down
oh, thank God they got Hayes here.
Woo, woo.
It was a great day to celebrate white people. But I do miss like it being chaotic. Like it was really nice and calm, which I guess is good for, you know, thank God for Eric Adams cleaning up the city.
Yeah. Only Eric. Only the way Eric can.
Crime is at a peak.
Yeah. Well, if you wanted things to be rowdy, come to Harlem for the African American Day parade. You might get your face cut. Might all kind of things.
Why'd you
going
just
on.
put that on the African Americans like that?
Oh, you never been.
Oh. Apparently not.
Oh, you've never been.
My bad.
I'm not. This is not false advertisement. I'm telling you what goes on.
I have been to Juve on Eastern Parkway.
Glad you made it out.
Listen,
Glad you made it out. I don't go to none of those parades though. I stopped. The reason why I stopped going to parades really is because I feel like ever since 9/11, like so many things have happened with the police presence at these events. Where it's like, it used to be a free-flowing thing. You could walk this way, that way.
Yeah.
Now, if you're on this side of the street, you can only walk this way. If you're on this side, you can only walk the opposite way. It's just like, all right, family, y'all doing too much. It's supposed to be a parade, supposed to have fun. It's just too much shit going on.
I mean, and this could just be maybe a metaphor for like systematic racism, but that doesn't happen at the St. Patrick's Day parade because the police are in the parade.
Yeah.
Like it's mostly cops.
It's actually a police parade.
for real.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
people.
actually a police
It's
parade.
it's police that can play bagpipes.
Yeah.
Like if you're in
That's
the
all it
precinct
is.
and have a snare drum, come on, march with us.
I saw Snoop was greeted at an airport when I think he went to Ireland. The guy was playing the bagpipes. He was playing Still Dre.
Oh, that's fire.
I don't know if y'all saw that. He was playing Still Dre on the bagpipes. I wanted to send it to you and say, look, y'all still vulturing our culture, Rory.
Yeah.
Now y'all playing Still Dre.
Well,
At Glasgow. See, he was at Glasgow.
actually, we were trying to do a similar idea to this, but Armani White wasn't available with scheduling. But him and I were going to do Billy Irish, and I was going to play the bagpipes for a TikTok video.
I have the soundbite of him giving the Billy Irish hook.
Yeah, we didn't get around to it, but they stole this idea from me for
Heck
sure.
yeah.
No, that's just gentleman.
I was trying to vulture the culture before they were.
Yeah, he looks like his foot tap. That's stealing culture right there. That's black people's foot tap.
Yeah. So I guess probably a good time for me to announce now I am the new co-host of the No Jumper podcast.
That's right on brand. That's right on brand. I mean, I expect.
I am replacing AD on No Jumper.
I don't think
exclusive.
they'll notice. I don't think they'll notice. Y'all kind of look the same. I
Yeah,
don't
you
think
guys
they'll
look the
notice.
same.
You're spicy white.
And we'll get to that. But how was everyone else's weekend?
Weekend was cool, man. I was supposed to go to the Key Glock show in Queens, I believe.
Knockdown Center.
I wasn't. Bless you, Damaris. I wasn't feeling up to it. Felt a little under the weather. I had a crazy sinus headache yesterday. I thought it was COVID. Got tested. It's not COVID.
Oh, well, thank God.
Thank God.
I mean, well, they said it's the test kit said it's not COVID.
For sure. Oh,
I probably didn't get the right test kit. You know, they come pre-positive.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, they come pre-positive. So I got a negative test kit. So if you
Which
guys
aisle
get
is the
sick,
negative ones in?
you know, they shuffle them around. You know, the negative ones are in Harlem.
deck of
I got
cards.
this one. Yeah, I got this one from White Plains, so it's a little different.
Ah, gotcha.
So that was it. So unfortunately, I didn't make it to the Key Glock show, but one of my homeboys was there. He said it was dope. So
I went
shout out to Glock.
I went to the Little Brother concert with Benner. It was funny to see Benner's like hip hop swag. Because you know, like it brought out all the people that went to SOBs for the last decade. Like it was a good hip hop reunion of all New York City underground hip hop is. And Benner maneuvering through that world was just funny, man. He was reminiscing about. He's like, yeah, man, I remember when Kendrick was there first. I'm like, all right, man.
Like somebody telling you that at a show.
Leave Static Selector alone.
Yeah. Oh, he was telling Static that?
No, I don't even know if Static was there, but
I remember when Kendrick was here first.
it was so much reminiscing on the good old hip hop days of New York, and it's just funny to watch Benner thrive in that environment.
That's
like
always
that
fun,
was his shit.
That's always fun to go out to like certain shows and certain guys. It just brings out a certain memory. Like, oh man, this is like, because Benner is one of those dudes that he doesn't go to everything. But certain, like he would go to. I would expect to see Benner at a Little Brother show.
And like anytime he ran into someone, it was like, oh man, I haven't seen you since I saw Jizza at Blue Note. I'm like, all right, Benner, you don't need to say that.
Look at the places. Why would you see Jizz at the Blue Note?
I don't know. But it was a really, really, really great show. I encourage anyone, if Little Brother stops in your town, to go to the show.
Legendary group.
I was in there being a groupie, man. Like,
no, but everybody know that's your group though.
I rapped every
That's your Earth,
word.
Wind and Fire. Like Little
start to
Brother
finish.
is your Earth, Wind and Fire.
And you know me, bougie, fucking my dad'll have your ass. Like I'm allowed to be in this section.
Yeah.
I sat right in the fucking crowd. They were like, "Oh, you want to come on side stage with Questlove?" I was like, "Nope, I'm sitting right here, I'm rapping
I'm gonna be
every
a fan
fucking."
tonight.
I had my hands up. I put an L up for LB. Like
Oh
I was.
my god, yo, you were doing. You was one of those. Oh
Listen,
man.
I think I put my camera light up at one point.
Oh god, that's disgusting. That's nasty.
It was cool, man. I haven't been like to a show that was like so nostalgic of my childhood in so long. Like it was nice to rap every word of songs. I was like, how do I still remember this verse? Like it was fun.
Damaris, if you go to a concert with a guy and the artist says, "Yo, put your light up," and he actually puts his camera phone up, like, does that turn you on?
Yeah, what the fuck I look like?
I'm just
The fuck do I
I'm just
look
asking you a question.
The fuck do I look like?
Does that give you the
You
ick?
might as well
'Cause
put
you-
your
the
phone
ick.
up and get some service so you could call an Uber and head the fuck home.
That
I'm
gives
just
you the
saying,
ick?
like, that is that like a deal breaker? Like you off
Yes.
him after that?
Yeah.
What-
But why though? Like why guys?
You
can't,
know
like,
why.
I'm
Like,
just
stop-
no.
why you ask me?
Because I
You
want to
know
hear.
why.
Can't enjoy the show?
I know why from a guy's perspective, but I want to hear from a woman's perspective. Like, what does that make you feel like when you're out with your guy and like he's being like a participant at a concert? Like if they say, put your camera phones up, put the light on, like, put a lighter up.
So it would depend, right? So if we're at somewhere where you're like a huge fan, like Rory at the Little Brother, right? If I was with Rory at the Little Brother show, I'm not gonna like make fun of him.
No, I'm talking about somebody you're intimate with.
But I'm just saying, just men, period. If it's somebody you're really a fan of, okay, like sure, get your little nerdy shit on. But like, if we at a concert and you don't even know this artist like that, and like you just full crowd participation, and
I feel like most of us
Maybe
don't
he's
know
just
these
into the
artists
arts.
like that. Yeah.
No, women won't admit it, and I was waiting for Damaris to admit it, but y'all don't like fanboys.
oh no,
Like y'all don't want to date a guy that's like a fan of another man.
But what's fucked up is that's where women are toxic. Cause like that's like saying we don't want men that are passionate about things. Like
It's not the
That's
same.
not
That's
saying
not
that.
like saying that.
That's
No,
not like
if
saying
because
that
I can be
at all.
passionate about like building like things. I can be like a handyman. Like I'm
why can't I be passionate about an artist?
No, that's nasty.
Why are you
That's-
passionate
Why?
about another human being that ain't me?
You do the same thing for Janet.
Because you can't rap like Fonte.
You
Like,
literally do
that's
the
why.
same thing for
Wait. Janet is different though.
Like
What?
Everybody-
But
everybody's a
You're
fan
talking
of
about being
Janet.
passionate about an artist. She's passionate
No,
about
but
Janet.
are you excusing it because it's a woman being passionate? You don't think men can be passionate about artists?
no. First of all, I'm not like I don't know. I have like the little cool thing going on. So like if you going a little bit too crazy, anybody, man,
Where?
woman, I'm gonna look at you and judge you. That doesn't make me normal and it doesn't make me a good person, but y'all ask me.
Yeah,
and that's my opinion.
but the way Eden's saying, you do that with Janet.
it's Janet.
So it's okay.
So you don't think that's corny then?
What, but like other people feel that way about other
I'm
artists.
sure that people do think that that's corny. I don't give a fuck because it's Janet.
All right, I
Word.
may or may not.
That's the,
I may or may not have almost lost my voice at the show. Like I was hoarse afterwards.
I can
How
hear
would you
you.
feel
Hoarse
if
is
we were on
disgusting.
a
Going
date,
crazy.
leaving, and it was hard for me to talk at the end of the show?
how you lose your voice a little, brother?
Your
I left
voice
it
in
all-
the venue. You left it all on the floor.
I left it all in the
Left
field.
it all on the floor.
Rory went to the green room, started drinking mint tea.
He had throat coats.
Hey.
Ugh.
Yo, but I'm telling you, it was good to feel that way again. I went back in the green room, and I have a great relationship with Pooh and Fonte. I consider them associate friends, family. If you're on Reddit, I went into that green room like I had never met them. I was like, bro, I'll just rap my whole childhood.
You was crying.
Rory looked like a kid on Christmas.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, I
man.
went to Darren Brockington. If you're an LB fan, you know who that is. Extremely talented singer. I was like, bro, I mixed vocals off your shit. Like,
But I love that for you, though.
it was nice to feel that way again. I hadn't felt that way about a show or a concert in a really, really long time. Since maybe I was in fucking college or high school. Like, I was in there enjoying a show for once.
I'm not mad at
But
that.
you excuse that behavior from Rory because that's your friend, not someone that you're intimate with.
No, if it was somebody I was intimate with and I knew that this was like their end all be all artist, of course. Like, but if every concert we're going to, you're like,
Does it
they
matter?
like make some noise and you making noise. No.
All right, let me up that.
Does it matter who the artist
Now you
is?
can't do artist participation.
No, you can't.
Does it
Men
matter
can't
who the
vote.
artist
That's
is?
also one of from our favorite episode of us explaining men saying woo at a concert.
Yeah.
So put that in right here. If Drake say, yo,
I'm not doing it.
New York City, make some noise. I'm like, yo,
Oh yeah!
what a show.
Let's get it on.
Like, man, what? This is WWE. What are you,
Yeah,
what are you
you
here
can't
for?
fucking more noise, man. Get out of here. I'm not making no noise. Get it to the next fucking record, man.
I will say though, Damaris, what if I handed you my phone and asked you to take a video of me rapping?
You keep making it worse. You
Like-
just keep making it worse.
See, that's
Rory, sit
that's
down.
kind of
That-
like-
that's
yo,
a
get this
lot.
real
That's
quick.
a lot.
This is my favorite verse.
oh,
wouldn't
that's
do
where you draw the line.
Disgusting.
Because he wouldn't. He's doing it to get to the point where you would care.
All right, let me up the
wouldn't
stakes a
do
little
that.
bit. Let me
Yo,
up the stakes a
the
little
stakes are high enough. I
the
promise.
stakes
let
a
me
little
up the
bit.
stakes. So,
At the Little Brother show?
No, if you had a concert with a guy that you're dating, right? And the artist is performing, and you like on your phone texting while the artist is performing, whatever, and you done texting, you look up, and he's like crying. Like it's like one of those songs where he just gets emotional. Like
Like it's song cry.
yeah, even if it's song cry, say Hov is performing song cry.
That's
If a
And he's
nigga,
just
I'm
crying.
crying at the whole concert. So if he crying at the whole concert, we crying together.
I might have shed a little bit of. They were cutting onions. It was Brooklyn Bowl. You know they got food right there.
Allergies.
When
Springtime.
Little Brother performed Dreams, I may have choked up a bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, it was a little misty.
I get it, man. Listen, man, whatever
not
hits the
judging
emotional
you.
chords in you, man. I know you got your chords cut a few years ago.
For sure.
Some of them are still intact.
I was gonna say, you might wanna cut 'em again.
Like at one point,
Wow.
everyone's rapping along, and like Pooh had just put the mic out, like for everyone to just rap.
You grabbed it.
I think I had the loudest.
grabbed it?
I think I was the lead vocal.
No, you don't. You didn't hear Julia. He said you grabbed it. Yo, imagine
You lean forward, you know
Imagine
you
your
crushed
homeboy
that front.
grabbing the artist's mic while he.
He held the mic out to you. You
Oh,
started
that's
singing
nasty.
And looking up at him.
Oh man,
Rory's
is that
like,
gay? I feel like
If I
it's a
grab
little-
Pooh's mic,
Yeah, if you grab Pooh's mic, that's gay. You can't grab a man's
Rory's
mic.
talking to the house engineer, like, "Yo, can you turn me up in the in the monitors?
I can't hear myself
I
out
can
here.
hear myself."
it was also the first time I was ever a dickhead to our listeners. Because of course there was a lot of pod fans at the LB show, and like when people would try to talk to me, I was like, I'm watching the show.
Yeah.
Like
No, I'm here. I'm here with y'all. I'm a spectator.
like if you want to
tonight.
rap along, like you could take Tay's verse, I'll take Pooh's verse, and we
That's
can rap
nasty.
back and forth.
That's nasty.
that's sick.
No
I don't know. I mean, for
fan,
me,
fan participation.
I don't know the artist that I think I would be that emotional over at a show. Like obviously Michael Jackson, we dead and gone. We can't, we won't have that happen. Prince is another artist, but I don't know if there's any artist today that I go to this show and I would.
We don't think you would. I just want to make that clear.
Yeah,
None
I
of
don't
us
think-
thought you would get emotional over an artist.
Shit, if it was Mike, y'all would see a whole different me. Trust me on that one. But I don't know if there's any artist today that demand that type of
I'm gonna
emotion. Honestly,
reiterate and repeat myself again, Maul. I watched a Drake concert with Serena Williams and you didn't flinch. You're never gonna enjoy a show.
No, don't do that. Because I enjoyed the show. I just wasn't jumping up and down rapping every fucking verse. Like I enjoyed the show. It was great, but that's what it was. I was looking at everything. It was like the whole, production of the show. I was like, okay, this is because that was like the first. That was the Scorpion show, right? I think that was the first show where we saw Drake production wise.
Yeah,
try different
he
things.
finally became a really good
it was like
performer.
it was good to see Drake in that. So that was more so what it was. I was standing there like, oh, he got Lamborghinis flying around. He got the light circling him and all
Just
that. It was
really
dope.
hard to impress you is all I'm saying.
No. It's not
As a
hard to
man,
do.
I respect you for that.
Yeah, I was just enjoying the show. I wasn't rapping every lyrics. I wasn't jumping.
You
up
said
on
as a
them.
man.
All right,
question,
man.
Rory want to fight.
I know this is the Too Cool for School podcast. When is it okay to be a fucking fan or be like, damn, I can't believe this is happening? I was sitting
I
there
told you
on the
it was
riser
okay.
like,
Not
damn,
as a Scorpion show.
I'm next to fucking Serena Williams watching the Drake show. I felt cool. Like,
No,
I
it
was
was-
impressed by that.
No,
that
it
was weird.
The show was amazing. The show was great.
So
I didn't think I would be there.
Hold on. If I spend $400 on
Felt
this
like I
Drake
finally
ticket,
made
and then I want to sing Best I Ever Had, I'm wrong?
No,
It's another
nobody
word. It's
ever
another
said
word.
that.
There's
Not-
another word?
Wrong is not the word.
I'm
All
what?
right, man.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know the
I
word.
don't know the word either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a 3-letter word though.
No, you can say best I ever had.
Could also be a 6.
I mean,
2 vowels.
I feel like the buffer is if you get drunk. If you get drunk, it might look cooler. Because then you're like just drunk.
Nah.
that also
If
looks
you're drunk,
that
just
also looks
swaying and
3-letter
singing.
word.
Yeah.
If you're drunk rapping all of Drake's lyrics
Wait, I can't be
But
drunk?
if you rapping them to your shorty,
to your show,
No, see, that's-
now you
I
look
don't like that.
nastier.
Yeah, I don't like
the
that.
nigga that wrote it is right there.
But what if that's like our song?
Nah, man.
You and Drake?
No, you mean you and Drake? Like,
Yeah.
or you and your girl?
No, me and Drake.
Oh, no, that's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. You
I'm
can't do
joking.
that.
I meant me and my girl. Like, what if we're really in the jungle?
Nah, man.
What if it like reminds me of her?
oh yeah.
They do say New York is a concrete jungle, so you're right. I get it. I'm just telling you what they say. I don't say it, but I'm just telling you what they say.
You say it.
I got a vulnerable, embarrassing story you guys can kill me
I could
on.
tell you do.
I
The
mean,
way
you
you sat back and was like,
Yeah.
that's kind of like when you walk in the room and be like, yo, these niggas is trash. And the trash niggas in the room. Like, go ahead.
Wait, what? Wait.
I thought, never mind.
They're off stage already. Yo, that opener was trash. Oh shit, my bad.
Open it right there. Like, oh, damn, it's right there. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sure you have a Kanye West tattoo, so we know a fanboy moment
You sang your
has
Kanye
happened
West?
at a show.
Oh, I cried when yeah, but that's a different.
you cried at a Kanye show?
No, because I was this was during the What a Time tour. It was Drake
Okay.
and Future in Chicago at
Fire.
the United Center. And
You cried to
No,
plug
they were
to
playing.
Jersey.
They were playing
30 for 30. He started balling.
30 for 30.
I have some really big rings, some really big things. Jump man, jump man, jump man.
All right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. Get your
There
shit
was
off.
damn, what's that song that Drake Kanye did at that time in like 2015?
Glow. Pop style.
They still don't love that.
Pop
record.
style.
I love that record.
It was
Pop
pop
style.
style. So
Pop style
you
stunk.
know when like Drake gets to that part of the show where he does like a minute of each of like the hits
Yeah.
at the time and then keeps it moving.
A medley is what they call it.
Yeah, they played pop style. They didn't cut the beat; they let the beat run. And we're like, "Oh, this is interesting. Like, why are they letting this play out?" And then from the ground, like they put the spotlights on the stage, and from the ground rose Kanye and like this all white ensemble with
From the
smoke.
I'm not going to
That was my first time seeing Kanye live.
From the
you pee a
ground.
little?
And you see Julian went like this.
Well, because I want you to feel it. You
I don't want to. I don't want to feel that.
it was crazy. I got video.
And from the ground
Ed, and
rose.
I'll send you videos to share on the
All
YouTube.
right, so from the ground rose
So
Kanye.
it was my first. I just moved to Chicago.
Yeah.
My first concert in Chicago. I'd never seen Drake live at that point, nor Future. It was just like there was a lot happening.
Yeah.
And then Kanye, who was at the time, you know, this is right pre Life of Pablo, right when he's in that era,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm with like the group of guys that I became friends with during that time in my life, and we all just I lost it. Like we all just kind of
That's cool.
lost it. It was great. It was
when Kanye came out of the ground.
Yep.
You started
did.
bawling,
Okay.
crying.
I won't leave you on an island here. I will tell you also an embarrassing moment when Kanye West came out of a concert. Jeezy was doing the TM 101 like reunion show, but it was like a weird year. It was like the 7th anniversary.
Was this at Hammerstein?
This was at Highline Ballroom.
Highline.
Small, intimate
I remember
shit.
that. I remember that.
And he started the set with Go Crazy and brought out Hove. That's how he started at fucking Highline Ballroom. So it was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
That's crazy. To
Then
start.
right after that, he did Put On, and Kanye came out, and I looked at my coworker at the time. I said, "Who else could he bring out?
that would have been me.
Like, who is next?"
Are you okay?
I'm so happy we came. I was sick. I wasn't feeling good. I almost didn't come out tonight.
I'm gonna tell my grandkids about this.
That's sick. It's no artist today that make me feel like that.
The actual embarrassing story, though, before you brought up Kanye, was when my
Oh,
ex,
that wasn't the embarrassing
no,
one?
it gets worse.
Oh, okay, all right.
When my ex and I split, this is like years ago.
I know why.
All right.
Wow. Pow.
My ex and I
3-letter word.
split.
I got
We I went to, it was when John Mayer was at the Garden. I went.
If
it
you
was
tell me you cried
Are you
over
kidding
John
me?
Mayer,
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
gonna fight.
I lost my shit.
y'all don't hear this shit.
What's his song? Sisters? What's the name of his
Daughters?
Daughters.
It was not at that song, though. No.
What song?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you the song in particular. I don't remember.
Wonderwall?
But he did, the first half was incredible, and then for the second half of the show, he just did Continuum from top to bottom. And I don't remember which record it was, but there was like a 3-track run where I was just losing it.
When you say losing it, what do you mean?
I was crying.
to John.
Yeah,
John
it wasn't like a single tear. Like I was crying.
You were
Were you
overwhelmed
high? Were you
with
on
emotion?
No, I was like a beer or two. I was sad. I just broke up with like the girl that I was in love with.
Oh, it was okay. So he was pulling at the chords. of your heart.
yeah.
So when he was strumming the guitar, it felt like your heart.
Yeah, Maul.
Got it.
I ain't even gonna tell y'all.
And when you guys broke up, you say, "Why don't you just go fuck John Mayer?" And then you're like, "Well, I'm going to the show tomorrow."
Y'all know I found out.
Actually, and I had a ticket for you, not bringing you.
I found out that the person I was like crying, singing all them SZA songs about was at that SZA show with a date.
That's gangster. What's his name? I fuck with him.
High five, buddy, wherever you're at.
What's his name? Yeah, I fuck with him. Oh, he gangster. That's gangster.
I found that out recently, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay."
That's
You responded
gangster.
to his story?
How did you find out, by the way?
He told me.
He told you that he took another girl to see SZA?
Okay, we're
so-
not dating.
and I know-
we're not dating.
I know you found her Instagram like within the.
Oh, 2
heartbeat.
seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do we think about her?
She's cute. She's cute.
She's cute.
Why were you
I
heartbroken
really like
by
your
this?
tone there.
Yeah.
She's cute. No, she's
You went too high on the cute.
Yeah.
She's cute.
Yeah, right?
She's cute. No, she's a cute girl. But I found that out because I was like, yeah, you know, I had SZA tickets. You know what I'm saying? If you was acting right, you could have came.
You thought you was
And he was
stunning.
like,
Oh, that's good
Damn.
for you.
You hear that?
That's good for you.
You hear that?
I love that.
You hear
I
that?
love when
And-
you think
and
you
what a
stunning.
liar.
He like, yo, I was there with my new bitch.
He hit her
Like,
with the reverse.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Like, I was just fat ass.
Also, they were my tickets,
were
and
his
Damaris
tickets.
didn't get a +1. So she was lying to him.
Yeah, and he gave her the truth. See? The
I
truth
did too have
hurts.
a +1. Shut up. But I'm happy I took Yomi instead.
Oh, that's cute that y'all were both watching the same show, singing. It's like when you wonder, like, I wonder if they're
But he
staring
was
at the moon too.
Yeah, he said he thought about me because he knew that was like my shit.
He thought about you while he had his new thing.
Yeah.
That's gangster. Where he from? Brooklyn? That's some Brooklyn. I know
like
Brooklyn shit when I hear Brooklyn
How much
shit.
time you do?
Welcome home to that gentleman, wherever you are.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
He's never been in jail.
Me and Eden though at Made in America though, I enjoyed Bad Bunny's set though.
That shit was
because that
lit
was my
as fuck.
first time. That was my first time seeing Bad Bunny.
I was having fun watching you two.
yeah.
have fun.
I just it was like,
That
okay, I
great.
get it. I,
I
understand.
appreciate that, but
But
that's
see, that's not fair because Bad Bunny is like a character. He like pulls you into his world. So I didn't know I was going into Bad Bunny land. Like I didn't know that.
Bad.
I feel like
Bunny.
I should have said something like that, not you.
But that was my. But
You getting pulled in a Bad Bunny world is way worse than me rapping
No.
every lyric at the Little Brother show.
did we not get pulled into Bad Bunny
We
land?
definitely got pulled into Bad
Yeah.
Bunny land.
I didn't know. I was sitting down. I was smoking. Next thing I look up, I'm in Bad Bunny land. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Was it consensual? Like, how did they grab you?
no.
Or
It's consensual because the music just kind of, you know, it just the rhythm takes over.
Are you still there? Like, how'd you get out?
No. I got out. I got out. I found the exit. It's like Mario Brothers. You got to find like the
pipe.
tunnel, the
Yeah.
pipe. You get out of there.
Did you click your heels 3 times?
No.
And went back to
Oh,
the
you
dance?
jumped in the pipe.
I didn't even hear what he said.
Oh, he's
How'd
fast.
you jump into the pipe? You see?
That's how they do it in the game.
Yes, but it's always one that got to go there. You know what I mean? That's you. You cried over John Mayer, not me.
So he was
3-letter word.
He was Mario and you were Luigi.
I'm more built like Yoshi.
You built like Yoshi's eggs.
So you're saying Maul rode you?
No, that's not
Whoa,
what he's saying.
whoa,
That's not what he's saying.
Did Mario ride?
No. That's
Oh, so you
actually not what
rode
he's
him, and then you went down the pipe. Okay,
No,
got it.
that's actually not what he's saying. But
Podcast.
the Bad Bunny
Did the
experience.
mushroom make you grow?
No. No truth.
Hey, yo.
Is the blue chew mushroom?
No.
No.
To answer your question, I'm just gonna answer you. No, it's not. But no, Bad Bunny. He was that
he
type
was Bowser?
of. No, he wasn't. It was Bad Bunny.
Mario.
He has that type of production and that thing where it's like, okay, I'm looking at this as a whole thing, so it's like, okay, I get
Yeah,
it.
like a concert.
Yeah, and then I'm used. No. But everybody has a concert, but their production is terrible.
I agree.
Not Bad Bunny.
Nah,
He had
Bad
a
Bunny
whole.
shit was lit.
That shit was crazy.
That was dope. Yeah.
But there's no artist today that I think I would go crazy about.
Except for Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny might be the only one.
Yeah, no, I just didn't know you went to another world.
Oh man, I didn't know I was going either. What do you want? What do you want from me? I thought
you
we
need
was
your
at Made in America,
did
not
you need
Bad
your
Bunny
passport?
land. No, you needed a Dos Equis or Corona, and some weed. I had a blunt, so that was it. That's all you need to get in the Bad Bunny land.
Not your baby either.
Speaking, and we can close my little brother experience.
I didn't know this was
I
good,
really,
but
for the most part, just drink wine now. Like I try my best to stay away from hard liquor,
Yeah.
and I'm not really a beer guy the way I once was.
Mhm.
I got to Brooklyn Bowl. I went to order a Sauvignon Blanc. I was like,
At Little Brother, no.
I can't order a Sauvignon Blanc. I said, give me a Budweiser.
That's Little Brother. drink.
100%.
That's an American white man.
Irish car bomb.
Yeah, something like that. You can't go to Little Brother and drink a Sauvignon.
My
Blanc.
breath
Who
needed
are
to
you?
smell like underground hip hop.
Yeah, you had to
Yeah.
smell the hops and the
hops.
Not the hops.
What is it? Yeah, hops, right? That's what.
No,
how you
yeah,
make
it's
beer?
the hops.
Which one of us do you think the reason is going to be this podcast breaks up?
You.
Breaks up.
Yeah.
Damaris.
Which one of
It's
you
a
think
weird
is?
transition.
Which one of you think this is going to be? Which one of us you think is going to
Well, it
be?
would have to
I'm
be.
not
It would
gonna
have to be
sit-
Rory and Mal. It wouldn't be either any of us.
Obviously.
Oh, that's fair.
If I sat with a white supremacist and laughed at a slave joke, would you guys leave the pod?
Eh.
I feel like Mal would do that first.
I agree.
They
I
would,
feel
like-
like I would be the offended one.
They would kick it over some Trump shit.
Mal's the white supremacist?
Yeah.
I'm not the white supremacist.
The Black Klansman.
I would talk to white. I keep telling you, I think racism, not racism as far as like if somebody
Here we
has
go.
a position and they want to hire you and they don't. That's not funny. But I think that when people are racist, like I think that's funny. Like to me, a racist person is funny. 'Cause It's like,
Bigotry.
it takes so much energy to be racist. Like
That's true.
Especially in
That's
New
a lot of
York.
work,
in
yeah.
New York City, like what?
It's a weird concept.
Yeah, like what
to
the
have.
fuck is like? What is wrong with you, sir? Like, why are you this mad at other people because of their culture and where they're from?
I'm gonna sound like the pussy white liberal here, and here's my white guilt. I don't think it's funny to have a white supremacist on your podcast, and if he makes a slave joke, you laugh at it.
I agree.
I just personally,
It's just like weird.
if you want to have a conversation with white supremacists, have a blast. Like, I would
Have a
hope you at
blast.
least defend the other side, but I don't know.
well, either way, the
I'm liberal pussy. I understand.
nah,
Nah,
you're just Irish. You're
Yeah.
a proper lad.
Fairly.
The No Jumper podcast over the weekend, we got news that the No Jumper network, the No Jumper podcast, the No Jumper entertainment, I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
I think it was just a podcast.
They had a changing of employees, a changing of co-hosts, changing of
The whole network.
yeah, everything just went under, it just flipped upside down, and things are totally different over there. Some of the guys that were essential in building the No Jumper network and the No Jumper podcast left. AD and T-Rel, Duno,
Lush got fired.
Lush got fired.
Jesus.
House phone had been left.
Yes, it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on over there with those guys for the past couple months, and I guess things just took a turn and just came to a head, and a lot of those guys decided to leave and build their own thing and do their own show. So first of all, congrats to the guys that left: AD, T-Rel, Duno. And it was a few other guys that decided to leave. And good luck to them, man, because we know Rory firsthand how it is building something and then leaving and then moving forward. So
Have to pivot and build something from scratch again. Yeah, it's difficult. But I mean, I think it's good for AD and Rel. I think they were probably, if this didn't happen, this was eventually going to happen.
Mhm.
I think they were ready
Wait.
to leave. Just from my observations.
Why?
I felt like they were outgrowing that platform for what they were trying to do. Like, I've watched their live streams and everything that they do outside of No Jumper, and it just appeared that eventually I thought AD would leave. Just as a fan. Like, it just looked that way to me. I could have been completely wrong. This could have been the exact reason why AD left, but I felt like this was inevitable. And the Adam talking behind AD's back, I'm not saying it was an excuse. I'm sure AD felt a way about that. That was his man's. He talked shit behind his back about him. But I think AD was like, bet. Here's an excuse. Let me get the fuck out of here.
Like that was good enough.
Yeah. I think he felt away. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that's fake. I think that's for real.
Mm.
But I do think it was also great timing.
well, now I got an issue with my guy AD because we did the No Jumper pod, sat down, and I looked him in his eyes, and I asked him. I said, "Do you feel like Adam is a culture vulture?"
I remember.
And
Said that
AD
a few
said,
times.
"Nah."
Yeah, I feel like you
Reiterated
dodged the
the
question
point, yeah.
and you brought it back up later on in the episode. Nah, but like the culture vulture thing.
Yeah, he said no. I don't know if he does think he's a culture vulture now or not. I haven't talked to him. Actually, I did talk to him, but we didn't talk about anything in the situation.
vulturing?
Yeah, there wasn't none of that. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like we'll connect at some point, good luck moving forward and things like that. I don't really like to talk to people about shit like that over the phone. I'd rather kick it with them face to face and just, away from everything ain't for content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we in an era now where everybody's jumping to do something for content and all of that. And
Well, that's our problem, by the way,
our
which I've
problem-
been told in comments, because we don't just do shit for the fuck of it in content.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys. No, I'm not that person. I don't just do shit for content.
I actually saw someone say that that's because we're lazy and don't work hard enough because we don't want to do salacious headline clippy shit.
Slut
I'm like, wait,
yourself
hold
out,
on,
guys.
make that. So working hard is just spewing out some fucking awful take.
Yeah, I mean that's what that's just what this thing is. And it was like a real connection.
Because I thought doing back-to-back live shows within pod episodes plus Patreon shit plus other ventures was hard work. But
International.
no, you know what? I should just spew things out that get headlines.
Well, like
So I
I
could
said,
be lifted as a hard
AD
worker.
spoke to AD, so those guys know they have our support. I've seen a lot of things of why they left. Things about Adam coming out being a pedophile and talking reckless about the crew and kicking somebody's back in, and it's just it's unfortunate, man, because you build this thing that people come to love and that people enjoy, and then things like this happen, and we know that life happens and real situations happen. But it's just unfortunate when you have people that seem like they're friends and seem like they have a good chemistry with each other, and a lot of people tune in and support, and then you have things like this that happen. So I mean, I guess it's part of it at this point. Things happen, but I am glad to see that the guys are deciding to move forward and do their own thing. Wish them best of luck.
My mentions were full of people saying I'm going to be the next culture vulture that's exposed.
Hey, that's
And I
like,
was like,
You?
oh.
They must have found the sex tape.
wait, what?
Oh, you didn't know about that, huh?
Oh, damn it.
On
Yeah.
my iCloud?
Yeah. The iCloud was hacked.
Oh,
You know
okay.
that. But yeah,
Well,
man.
I think it would prove otherwise if that was a culture vulture.
I don't even want to know.
I don't want to know.
I don't even want to go into that. I don't even want to know.
How do y'all feel? I mean, that Adam allegations had been around for some time, I saw. How do you guys feel about his response? Did you see he said that he met the girl when she was 16 because his friends was fucking her and said, hey, you should hit her up. So he thought she was of age. Realized she was 16, never talked to her. Then 3 years later, she ended up on Facebook and he went to her crib and fucked.
That's a lot to explain.
And then she said he raped her. So
She said he raped her.
I believe so.
All right, now that's a whole different.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that because I don't know what that's about. But if he did, he's a piece of shit. If he didn't, then she's a piece of shit for lying on him like that. But yeah, like shit like that. Do
Do you think
talking
some
to a
grooming
16-year-old
happened?
It feels like it's some grooming shit happening. It feels like that's some grooming stuff. Like you waited for this girl to become legal, hit the legal age of 18.
Okay.
I just don't.
Shouldn't be me to defend Adam. I'm not trying to defend Adam here.
No.
I'm just let's have a podcast.
Yeah.
Is it grooming? Also, I think it's fucking weird if you meet someone that's underage and then eventually fuck them. Even
Double
if it's
back,
legal,
yeah.
it's just
It's
even if
weird.
it's legal, then
It's
it's,
a
just
little-
like,
it's
damn,
finicky.
she was.
Yeah.
You remember her when she was a kid? Like that's
Yeah.
weird. But listen, not my place to judge there. Even though I think it's creepy, sort of pedophile behavior, even doing it when she's legal. But if he doesn't talk to her at all for 3 years, is that grooming? I don't know if it's grooming per se. It's creepy.
It's
If
borderline.
he talked to her from 16 to 19 and did a fucking countdown,
Yeah, that's,
then yes, you groom that girl.
you can still wait.
It's still weird though.
I agree.
It's still weird. It's like she's still young. Even if she is 19, that's still he was what 26, 27 at the time.
I don't know exactly.
That's still a little
But
too
that's
young.
what the law. I mean, that's the legality of it. That's what the law is for. The law is supposed to be the line in the sand.
Yeah.
So either it's fine or it's not.
I get it, but I'm just saying, like,
That's nasty, bro.
if you met her when she was 16,
the law, that's one of those laws that's really weird because the difference between 17 and 18 could be one fucking day.
Well, but that's so I took that stance, and I'll a quick name drop. When I was at WTF, I was having this conversation with Mark Norman and Neil Brennan with Leo came up. So we were talking about
Leo was with y'all.
No.
Okay.
We were talking about Leo and his affinity for younger women, his new girlfriend being 19. And I took the side of that's a little like pedophile, creepy kind of vibes. And Neil, just immediately like stone cold face, just looked at me and goes, no, it's not. It's the law.
Throw him under the bus.
He was like, no, he's like, he said the law exists for a reason. There are legal things that were put in place to make it okay to do this if you want. or unless then the whole gray area thing. But he was like, if it's legal, it's legal, and that's where it lies.
I mean, my
he's
thing
not
is
wrong, but
Yeah,
it's
he's
still
not wrong.
it's
But then
still-
I said to him, I was like, the public perception is like a whole nother element to it. He goes, it doesn't matter what people say at that
and then,
point.
but here's my thing with all
I think it's
that.
Leo's still rocking.
There's always
It's Leo,
a
though.
26-year-old woman somewhere.
What do you mean?
Like if
do you
you're
mean?
26,
It's like,
Oh.
you could just find an older woman. Like it's like, why do you have to go back to this girl that was? Yes, she's legal now. Yes, but it's still like a little. You know what I mean? Like that's just weird, bro. Like
I'm with you on. I still feel what I said.
it's just a little weird. Like I don't, you know. And again, you know, people do what they do, and we understand that people are weird and people have their shit with them. But again, I don't want to get into that too much because I don't know enough about that situation, and it'd just be like gossipy shit.
Well,
And I don't want to do that, especially when something like this that's that serious. But it's a little weird to wait till a girl is 19 and you're 26, 27, and
also what more people weren't talking about that I thought was odd, and it's not gossipy shit. It came out of Adam's mouth. What type of crew were you running in that fucked that girl and then told you to hit her up?
the guys that hang out at high schools.
Like, who are you hanging with?
it's weird.
And then after you found out she was 16, did you not go over to your mans and then be like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
But like I said, there's some nasty dudes out here. There's nasty men out here. There's very predatory behavior, and I just don't. You know, what I mean, that type of shit. Y'all know how I feel about that. I want they should put any type of pedophile, put them on a fucking boat and blow that shit up.
And
That's
then
how I
if
feel.
the friends Adam had were underage, then I'm just like, why are you hanging out with little boys?
Those are his,
I was just like, I'm
I mean, they're valid
Why are you
questions.
23 hanging out with 16-year-olds?
those are his field scouts.
Field Scouts is nasty.
Those are his young
That's
boys.
sick. That's even sicker. But either way,
You got young boys, they're of age though.
yeah, they're definitely of age. But either way, no jumper. You know, I don't know what happens from here. I do feel like Adam is capable of still continuing to put out his content and do what he does. Shout out to everybody. You know, like I like to see guys move forward and do their thing, and let it go too at this point.
How
I
does it
think-
look for someone like Sharp? If you don't know Sharp is on No Jumper Show.
Oh, yeah.
Has a great. I don't know.
I like
call it a
Sharp.
podcast, but a show.
I like Sharp.
Sharp has a great show.
He be talking that shit. I like
Sharp's fucking hilarious.
Sharp. I like Sharp.
Where does that leave Sharp now? That's a weird predicament to be in.
Yeah, it's always weird when things fall apart and then like you're the one piece that's like, all right, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So I don't know what Sharp does. I do think that he is capable of doing his own thing as well.
Mhm.
I think he's developed his own following and his own audience. You know, I don't know where his loyalty lies in this whole situation. But you know, either way, like I said, you know, those dudes I think are more than capable of moving forward and continuing to do their thing and building their own platforms respectively and individually. So
How do the new co-hosts look? Whatever Adam picks for the next, even if he does continue making it more of a network type shit, I kind of feel like Adam's just gonna make this No Jumper is just gonna be Adam 22. I don't know if he's gonna want to go through this again.
It's not a bad approach though.
You should just lean into the porn stuff.
He really should.
Like,
well, the
that's-
porn thing that he's doing is some genius shit.
he's got that. He figured it out. Like he's got that locked
Okay.
down.
Does that then officially, and it's my white face asking, does that officially make him a culture vulture that he is able to lose everything hip hop related and still be able to move forward?
No, I feel like
No.
that's just him adapting.
Because he's been on that shit.
Well, that's what vultures do. They adapt.
Oh, I mean, I think we all
Like-
adapt here.
Well, he built his platform off the backs of the culture, and now he can do whatever he wants.
African Americans.
Okay.
He built his platform off the backs of African Americans. What?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fine.
Just clean that part. I don't know why. The awkward
Wait, no,
silence. I was like,
Yeah,
what
what's
the
wrong
fuck?
with that? Yeah.
Keep it up. That's fine.
That's hilarious.
That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, like
but
he built his platform off the backs of African Americans. Off the, you know, they had a hand in building that platform to what it is.
So
today.
he has to just fail now?
no.
Not that he has to
That's
fail.
what I'm trying to say though.
No, no. It's
It's just
not
the privilege of it where he can do anything. Like hip hop doesn't have to exist for him. Like he can take from it,
Yeah.
build the shit, and then just leave
and
for
go
the
do
fuck
the
of it,
porn
and
shit.
go do
Does
other
that
shit.
mean he has to just do another hip hop show? Then that perspective is kind of almost
I
washed
think
out.
I think you're missing. I think you're missing the point.
I am. So explain.
So basically, what they're saying is, and correct me if I'm wrong. For example, his co-hosts they can't afford to leave behind everything hip hop and still have the platform to be big enough where they don't have to talk about it anymore, because that's what they've been pigeonholed into. Because of his face, he has the ability to go wherever he wants from now, even though he built his platform off the back of hip hop and its culture.
African Americans.
Okay.
Well, he built the whole porn thing too.
That's still like part of his brand.
But would he be relevant before that? Like, he's able to do that because he was relevant.
Well, his girl
He
was a
made
porn
himself
star.
relevant.
His girl's
And-
literally a porn star.
But even admittedly in the episode we did with him, he wasn't like the biggest hip hop
Yeah, he
head
told
at
the-
all. Like he
yeah.
went from BMX to grunge shit and then like started interviewing rappers, and it took off for him.
Mhm.
So that's where someone could easily be like, well, that's a culture vulture. Like
Mhm.
you weren't doing shit with the BMX world like that. I mean, we're doing fine, but it didn't take off the way it did until you just started going all through the rap shit. And now you have the luxury to just say fuck it
To
and
say
still
fuck
be
it.
successful.
Okay.
That's where someone would say that would be some type of culture vulturing.
That's why when we sat with them, it was important that I asked him like who was his favorite rappers. Because I don't even think I've heard Adam even talk about shit like that
No.
ever. Like, you know, what did he listen to? Who's his favorite artist? Like,
And it's not my place to even say that type of shit because he's a great interviewer. But you do have to think of intentions and be very delicate with the culture if you come in with my face and Adam's face. Like, yeah, your intentions have to be somewhat pure.
I mean, I know it hurt. I know it hurt AD to hear Adam talking about him like that. And the rest of those guys over there, I know that had to bother them a little bit because in being there and going to the studio, it did seem like the energy there, like everybody really fucked with each other over there.
Yeah.
It did seem like it was like a good chemistry amongst the whole team, even the people that worked there that's not on camera. It just felt like it was a place where everybody felt like they were appreciated and they were respected and things like that. So to see this happen, I mean, you know, it goes to show that you never truly know what's going on behind the scenes and how people really feel.
Well, I mean, when I saw what Adam was saying, I was like, well, damn, that was light. I was told, don't come to my fucking son's birth, you piece of shit. all Adam said was, yo, AD be saying the same jokes.
Wait, that was the diss?
I mean,
He was talking
kind
shit
of.
to Lush behind, and Lush was even weird for putting that all out on Discord to a bunch of people. Like, I know Adam hasn't been taking any accountability and blaming Lush for it, but I do feel Adam on some of that shit. Like, why are you taking our private conversation and putting it on Discord?
Yeah, that's never,
like, that's nuts.
Yeah, that's a little wild for sure.
But yeah, I mean, listen, you take all the other shit out. Had the old pod just said my jokes is trash, we'd probably still be doing that pod. I was told don't show up to my son's birth. You fucking piece of shit. I didn't do anything. I was minding my fucking business.
Look, I'm trying hard. I'm trying hard not to say certain things, man, because I'm just a different guy today.
I was sitting there like, damn, 80's way more sensitive than me.
Yeah, like a lot of that shit, it didn't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was. I think this was just a build up.
And thank God I'm not a Crip because 80 would have fucking killed the old boy. Daddy said that to him.
Yo, what is Rory?
Yeah.
Thank God I'm a civilian.
Well, salute to those guys, man, and good luck moving forward. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody will land in a good place because those are good guys and they seem like they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Even Adam, I'm no jumper. I'm sure will be fine. I don't know how much the content changes. I don't know, you know, what he replaces and what he brings onto his platform after, you know, these guys leave, but he'll figure it out. I think Adam is a pretty smart guy. Whether you think he's a culture vulture or not, he has built a successful platform. So we'll see where he goes from here.
And before we, just to wrap this whole thing up, what is Dame's shooting percentage on spotting culture vultures?
Oh, Dame is he's shooting.
That's Barry Bonds numbers.
Yeah, he's shooting at least 80% from the field for sure. But it's not hard to spot a culture vulture though.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're in the culture and you're of the culture, it's not hard to spot somebody that's not.
Yeah.
That's not of the culture, that doesn't appreciate, give back. And people think that because you have a platform and you hire guys from the culture, that means you're not a culture vulture.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what that means. So people are like, oh, nah, he can't be a culture vulture because he got all these guys on here that's from the culture. And that's not what that means. That
How
doesn't
else
mean
would he
somebody's
learn
not a
about
culture
it
vulture.
if he didn't hire people to tell him about it?
Exactly. How else would you maneuver through the culture without having people along the ride with you that are from the culture and of the culture? So
My favorite soundbite ever is when Dame said, "How is Todd Moskowitz the head of black music? He can't even dance."
That's a point, though. No,
That's the point.
that's
though.
valid.
No, I agree.
That's a valid
And
point.
you know, Dame delivered it way better than I just
Oh, yeah.
did. Like
Nah,
that
that's
shit
a
had
valid-
me dying. He's like,
valid
"Can't even
point,
dance."
man.
I'm like, "Yeah, you got a point."
That's a valid fucking point. There may be somebody, Rory, that Adam could bring onto his platform
Mhm.
to help further his reach and his audience. Larsa Pippen. said-
What?
For the porn one, or for the rap part?
No, for the rap part. I mean, anybody that's fucking 4 times a night, they got bars. They built to last.
Listen,
so
they could
Larsa-
do a whole podcast series with Adam, his girl, and Larsa Pippen just fucking 4 times a day.
That's sick.
A live stream.
That's a lot of fucking.
It's like a charity fund.
That's like a fuckathon.
Just let the stream run.
Ooh, fuck
Yeah,
it down.
that's
Start donating.
Just everybody, just we're gonna fuck and let the phones ring and donate some money to charities across the
St.
world.
Jude.
And Sharp
Yeah.
could just be Larsa's pimp.
Well, Larsa said that she says she has sex 4 times a day when she was married to Scottie Pippen, and that made so much sense because I was wondering over the years, Scottie looked so drained. He looked very depressed.
Yeah.
He has this monotone, very low voice, and it's because he has no nutrients in his body. He has no
No
zinc.
fluids.
He has no zinc. He has no iron. You know, Larsa was just draining the legend Scottie Pippen 4 times a night.
Like, there's no way in that Utah Jazz series Scotty was going back and fucking 4 times.
You never know.
See, that was Scottie's flu game. That was his chew game. He had to be on the blue chew. Huh, Julian? You know blue chew activation when you see it.
Yeah, Julian.
Use code RoryNMal.
Is that a...
I don't know.
No, I
even know
don't.
if that's
Hold on.
But Larsa, she sat down. She was
This-
on
this is
the
bullshit, right?
reality reunion for one of the Housewives show, right? Damaris, I don't know which Housewives.
Is she a house?
Pick a
wife?
house.
Is she known from reality TV?
I don't know.
I don't know about known, but she's known
on.
for her
thought
dating exploits.
But
But
Future made her famous.
One of his trophies.
His collection.
Yeah, still there.
Okay, well, yeah, she deserves.
So
to be
she
on
was
one
fucking
of these.
Scottie 4 times a night. How many times a night do you think she was fucking Future?
Future's. He looks in shape too.
Hey.
I think he has stamina,
Hey.
and I don't think Future's ever drank codeine before, so I think he's ready to go.
I think I call Cap. Is she a Capricorn? When was
Yeah,
Larsa Pippen
Damaris,
born?
is she a Capricorn?
fuck am I?
Let's find out when she was born. She might be a Capricorn. That's a lot of Cap.
Why is that?
4 times a
Oh,
night.
wow.
Fucking 4 times a night.
She
Like
is a-
And then also find out when Michael Jordan's son was born.
Her birthday's
That's
July
why she should go
6th.
on fucking No
July
Jumper.
6th. Yeah, no.
Fucking predator.
She's not a Capricorn. Wow. She is capping, but she's not a Capricorn.
Cancer.
The problem I
She's
have
a
with
Cancer.
this, listen, I'm not in
Yeah, she is a
nobody's
Cancer.
bedroom. I don't know. Scottie might be the man. He might be able to fuck 4 times a night. I don't know. But you can fuck 4 times in a night.
yeah,
But she said every night.
Yeah, 7 days a week is crazy.
I don't believe her.
That's
To the 2 ladies in the room. Y'all call Cap?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's Colin
Illuminati.
Kaepernick.
Her tires
right
wore
there.
down at the
Colin
tread.
fucking Kaepernick.
Were they together during the Portland years? Because Scotty had to really carry that team. No fucking way he can
And
fuck 4
Larsa.
times during the Portland years.
4 times a night is. Who wants to fuck 4 times a night every night? I'm not saying you have
Every
one-
night's crazy.
I'm not
Never had
saying you.
Larsa.
Don't, I'm not saying you don't
Right.
have those one nights. You know, on the weekend you might take a little vacation. Y'all getting a little. You know,
Yeah, that's like a once every 14
but
days.
every night,
I mean, I believe Larsa gave us Hendrix.
Maybe she got that grip.
Larsa gave us injuries.
So who knows what that box can do?
4 times a
Bruh.
night, every night for how many years she was married? 23 years.
23.
busting 4 and she didn't say 4
No,
nuts
no.
a day.
She ain't
said
say she was busting.
No, not her, him.
That's impossible.
I mean, she's lying.
Yeah, obviously she's lying,
4
but like
times
let's
a
pop.
night.
Well, what a weird thing to lie about.
Yeah, like why?
That's what I'm saying. Why would you lie to make yourself look worse?
What a weird
How,
flex.
well, that doesn't make her. How does it make her look worse? I was
Doesn't
her
look
husband.
good.
And why 4 though? Like,
How does
that's
that
a
not look good? as her
specific number.
husband?
But that if they were still a relationship, they're over. Like that's not your
Yeah,
life
that didn't keep them
anymore.
together.
That's not making you look good. That the guy who used to be married to did that, and now it doesn't look good.
Even more cap, she said she was on the road with them traveling with the kids. At some point, kids age, they can't be in a hotel room by themselves. There's no way I was fucking 4 times with your kids in the hotel room, dude. And if you did, now I understand
Listen, man.
the trauma that
we
is going
know
to come
Cap when we hear Cap.
with their cousin dating their mom now.
It's okay to say Larsa is capping. That's complete bullshit. Nobody is fucking 4 times a night every night. Porn stars don't even fuck that much.
Well,
4 times a night. every night for 23 years?
Adam doesn't even do 4 episodes a day.
Yeah, like come on. What do you do 4 times a night every night for 23 years? Do you do anything 4 times a night
4 times a night.
for 23 years? Anything. Just think of anything you do every night. Do you do it 4 times
Fart?
for 23 years?
Well, you know I have a
Fart
bad
4 times
bladder.
in one night?
You pee 4 times a night? No,
No,
way.
I don't.
No way.
You
no
didn't just
fucking
hear
way.
her? She said she farts 4 times a night.
Well, she's the dairy. I keep telling you, put it down. You don't want to listen to me.
You
Stop.
one gassy gal.
Stop eating that shit. You won't listen every night. Mozzarella sticks.
Julian?
Eating a mozzarella stick 4 times a night before you go to bed.
4 sticks every night. I have to have.
Put them on the nightstand.
Yeah. I keep telling the marriage. She keep tripping. I'm like, yo, stop eating the fucking mozzarella sticks.
I think Chloe Bailey could do it.
Do what? Eat 4 mozzarella sticks?
4 times a night?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like she's had sex 4 times.
No.
You've heard her music though.
I've heard her music. Very talented. Can sing. So I didn't see Swarm. I saw the clip from Swarm. Shout out to Childish Gambino. I'm sorry, Donald Glover on his new show Swarm.
We gave you your flowers and your congratulations when you had asked the Culture Vulture question. Am I going to get my flowers today?
4?
I had suggested Chloe Bailey probably has a very funny orgasm face.
Who doesn't?
And after
you.
hearing that audio, I think it was confirmed.
But who doesn't have a funny orgasm face? Like who looks cool when they
Yeah,
orgasm?
take a selfie next time you nut and let's judge your face.
I
Ooh,
could
put
never
it on
multitask
Patreon.
like that.
Yeah,
That's why I
Patreon.
was so bad in threesomes.
Put it on Patreon. Do it and put it on Patreon.
I just feel, well, you've seen her in her videos, like when she hits a run, like her face gets really weird. I just feel like that's probably her orgasm face.
I think everybody.
And I know
has
she'd
a-
never sleep with me.
You
Everyone, I
can't
know.
you can't have a cool orgasm face because you literally feel like you have to sneeze and piss
Okay.
and a Q-tip in your ear at the same time. It's
Ooh,
I'm not
that's
saying a
good.
good one per
That's a
se,
good
but
description,
a
Ma.
funny one. Like, I feel like I would start laughing.
At your orgasm face?
No, it hurts.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you would not.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you would not. You wouldn't be laughing. You would be doing exactly what Damson is doing right there. You see how he behind that thing?
No, he looks way better at it than me. His stroke game looks way
Yeah,
better.
and why ain't nobody talk about how Damson's stroke look a little off? Like,
Who said that?
if we
wrong with-
talking about Chloe Moan, Damson's stroke look a little off.
What's wrong with his
Okay,
stroke?
well,
Stroke.
speak to it.
Chloe's
Yeah,
art
tell
is
us about his
fire.
stroke.
I can't speak to
Speak
that.
on his
Yeah, I
stroke.
can't.
No, I can't. That 3-letter word. Can't do it. You can speak to it though.
How- yeah, tell us
All I
about
said was
Damson's
3-letter
stroke.
word.
No,
Speak
I'm
on
just
it.
saying his stroke doesn't look the strongest, but we not judging him.
He was delivering from the hips.
His stroke don't look the strongest. Damaris, you know you done had a nigga behind you that looked just like that. You done turned around
Of
and seen a nigga
course,
doing
of
that.
course. He
doing
was,
that same
He was
move.
never behind again.
He-
I left him back there.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
That's wrong. He ain't got another shot.
Nah, no.
And don't do that because you wanted Dempsey to beat.
I did not want Damson to be. Yo,
Nah,
you, see
you
what
wanted
they put
that.
in
You
my
did.
jacket?
You put it on the platter.
Oh, you see what you
it was
put
on a
my
platter
jacket?
though.
It was on a platter. I had him in front of him. I ain't paying him no attention. Don't sit up here and
She was
say
trying to play
shit.
coy.
Don't sit up here and
You
say
can't
it
play
was on a
coy with the
platter.
nigga that's
fuck outta
playing
here.
Franklin, St. Franklin, and Snowfall. You got to go at that nigga.
No, I was
Press that
good.
nigga.
I
That's
was
what you was
right.
supposed to do.
And I was the worst wingman because I was like, he right there and he could hear me.
Yeah, that was wild. You shouldn't have did it like that. That was wild.
Because she was talking all that shit. And then she clammed up the moment she had the opportunity.
Yeah, I wasn't really
Should've gone
interested
your
like
Larsa
that. I
flow.
love him as an actor, though. He's very talented, and I'm happy to see him get this opportunity to fake
Oh
fuck
my
Chloe
God.
from the back.
I'm
You want to
very
beat
happy
so bad.
to see him
Because I
get this
holy
opportunity. Who Damaris thinks she talking
It's
to?
everything he's ever worked
Yeah,
for.
like I'm so happy to see his career taking off the way. This nigga's fucking. Like everybody fucks. I didn't see the show yet though. I do want to watch this. I heard the episode was really
Damaris said it was
good.
fire.
You saw it?
Damaris said it was fire.
No, I didn't. I didn't see it.
Oh, so nobody saw
I
it.
said that of the premise of like the actors that they have in it, like Billie Eilish, Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris Jackson, Chloe, all of these people who know about like culture of like the fan culture, because that's what it's about. It's about fan cult culture.
Yeah.
It's based off of Beyonce's Beehive, but like a lot more dire and sinister. And I think Donald Glover did a good job. I like the execution from the clips I've
sounds
seen so
interesting.
far.
Let me ask Damaris, since you speak for all women,
Of course.
on
Always.
this podcast. You may be the wrong one to ask because you also like girls, and I don't think you have an issue with it. But
Exactly.
how do you think women would feel if their man fake fucked Chloe Bailey ass naked? They'd have an issue.
Would you like?
Oh, a lot of women, and I don't understand why, but a lot of women have issues with things like that.
Why?
But then they don't want to work. So like he's fake fucking Chloe for a check that you're gonna spend, but you want to complain about
Do
it.
you have an issue with that?
No, I don't have an issue. No, hell no. Outside of me being gay, I still wouldn't have an issue with that.
I'm not mature enough That's why I don't know if I could date an actress because I would pretend to be like, oh, I'm cool with it. That's your job. Go do what it does. But if I go to the premiere and my girl's back is fake getting blown out,
So
on
nudity
camera,
would be
ask
fine.
me. Yeah, I'm fine with nudity.
But getting her back blown out, like,
Nah.
There
That's
was
cap. I call cap
she said that there was a
call
bouncy
cap.
ball between
Call cap
them.
on what?
on that.
What?
Guys can't feel a way about a girl doing that in the acting scene.
You can feel however
I
you
can.
can feel.
But that's stupid.
I agree.
because
I
then
said I'm immature. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But-
acting. That's not.
But then all these people are gonna just start talking shit to you. It's
But he
just
still
like,
care about
smelled
that.
her pussy. Like he know what her pussy smell like.
If any, who know
100%.
who pussy smell like?
He knows what her pussy smells like.
100%.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like
you know
it
what?
is acting, and there
Yeah, but
was
even
stuff
so
in
what?
between them. But he knows what her pussy smell like. I don't feel like there's
So you
anything wrong
so
with
you
that.
saying Dempsey knows what? That was Chloe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dempsey knows what.
He know
Chloe-
what her back shot air smells
Yeah,
like.
definitely got a whiff.
Nah, I'm
But
not
they weren't
wrong.
actually. You just saying from
Like
purely
she-
them doing like the bumping that the wafting was going up.
wafting. Is that what it's
Well,
called?
I'm just
The
saying
waft, yeah.
because he's not actually fucking.
No, but her pussy
never
is.
heard
You've never
granted,
waffed?
there's a-
never
I waft 4 times a night.
I can't wait to waft. I mean, what is wafting? What the fuck is that?
His dick was definitely wafting in her
Yo, I
area.
cannot wait to waft. My next waft victim, Jesus. So you
Waft victim?
but I don't know if because they are covered. They do have like some type of covering.
There's a little.
Oh,
no,
a
And she
condom.
did- and she did say that she a condom, idiot. And she did say that they had like a
little
beach
ball.
or
There's a
something
little
in between
bouncy
them.
ball in
Yeah.
between them that gets edited
Yeah,
out.
so you can't really, the ball is
Her
there.
ass is in the face down, ass up, and she is throwing her ass back. And this, I'm sure they did more than one take.
What?
He knows what her pussy smells like. Yeah, he knows what her pussy smells like. I was just
Damn.
saying.
And he had the mirror
Just-
right there too. Like he saw the arch. Nah, sorry, I'm not mature enough. I'm not going to the premiere of the show to watch my girl get her back blown out. I'm glad for your acting career. Good job.
Why did you?
I'll be in the bathroom throwing up.
I mean, it is tough to kind of like take that and have your girl and you see her on screen bent over wafting. What you said?
Well, here's the thing. I might actually have more of a problem with the makeout scene.
Yeah, because
that's real.
Yeah, why are you getting this intimate with this dude? Like, why? You're too good of actors right now. You're not that good.
So you wouldn't let your girl. You would be more upset at your girl kissing a guy than
Than getting wafted?
him smelling her waft.
I would because he's actually making out with her. Like fake getting fucked is like all right.
It's like
You're not
dancing,
actually, yeah.
right?
No,
But
but you
like-
can't smell my girl's pussy too.
But his tongue's down your girl's
Smell her,
throat.
smell her breath. Don't smell her pussy.
That's tough. That's a tough decision.
No, because he's making. If this guy's tongue is down your girl's throat, that's way worse than him
That's like
pretending to
literally,
fuck
that's
her.
actual penetration. He's penetrating her
Yeah.
mouth.
Her
Mouth.
throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do they do that in acting for real though?
Kiss.
Yeah.
When's the last time-
Yes.
No, I know. I'm saying a real tongue down though. Like
Oh.
usually they'll find like an angle.
Well, it depends on
and
the
it's kind
movie.
of fake.
Lauren London wasn't going for it.
My baby
She
said
said,
CGI that shit in.
You niggas better CGI this kiss.
That's another thing. And I know actors would never date me, but now that I know that exists, that you could do that, my girl, everything has to be CGI. Matter of fact, I don't even want scenes of y'all together. You
Yeah,
shoot
yeah.
your shit, you shoot your shit, different days, CGI it.
She has to get a double.
Matter of fact, put me in that green outfit,
Okay.
and I'll fuck her from the back,
All right, this is where
and then just cut me out, and then put the other person.
Rory
this is
can't
where I would
say.
have a problem with it. Does Chloe have a reoccurring role on this, or was that was just it?
No, Chloe is one of the main supporting characters.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yes.
So she's
From what I've
that's
seen,
just how they
Damson
started.
doesn't
and
really
we don't
have a
see her
big
again. That's
role.
whack.
No, that's
Okay.
just how they started it. Yeah.
Well, I do want to check it out because I heard good things about it. I heard it was an interesting show. So before it gets too many episodes in and I just forget about it, I'm gonna check it out so I can see what the waft scene was like. Why?
I hate you.
The waft scene.
Yeah.
You saw the wafting.
You guys never took biology in high school or chemistry?
It was waft was the term.
Yes.
Yeah, like
It's-
it's the smell waft.
I've
like,
never heard
yes.
it.
It's a very normal term.
It is.
I've never-
Usually I make fun of Julian
You
for
go
being
to
pretentious,
expensive
but
candle
that is
stores. I know you do.
Yeah.
and you waft the
I
candle.
do as well.
Oh, that's what it's called.
When you
waft.
walk in, yes, and you don't smell the. If you're smelling the candle,
I just
you're
call
not.
wave it. I just wave it.
They
around.
pull open the glass thing that has the smell in it.
get a
and
waft
they,
of it.
they give you one of these. That's a waft.
What is this?
Give you one of these.
One of these.
So you were suggesting that Dempson went like this over.
Well, I'm
Really?
saying the generative force from him slamming his
That a waft would
pelvic
occur,
into
yeah, yeah.
her behind.
That, of course, naturally.
That's a natural waft.
Yeah.
waft.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
it.
got it. Okay.
And this is what you have to do.
yeah, to get
waft.
that, to get a real
Yeah,
good
the
sense
Waft
of it.
by proxy. He wasn't really wafting. It just was.
Yeah.
He was
Occupational
he
hazard.
was victim
Got it.
to the circumstances.
Pseudo waft.
I can just imagine as a woman
Everybody
how
waft don't smell
uncomfortable-
good though.
everyone.
Oh no,
does or
not a lot.
doesn't?
A lot of people's
Doesn't.
back shot air or
No.
sit down air,
I've been at
stand up
enough
air
brunches.
stinks.
Trust me.
Do we owe Chloe an apology?
Do
what?
you
You
owe
do.
an apology?
For what?
Because you said she couldn't sing.
I've never said that. Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? I've never said that.
messiness. Yeah.
I think she can sing. I think she's really talented.
That's family.
And
We
you're very
did-
happy that she got this opportunity
For
to
sure.
further her career.
Yeah.
No, I got it. Yeah.
But if I saw Chloe at Highlight Room, I would say something unlike Damaris.
What would you say?
You can't sing.
That's funny.
Would never.
can't
She
sing.
can really one of the most talented
No,
artists out.
she's dope.
We do owe her an apology because we gave her a lot of shit for not holding Gunna down when he was locked up. But maybe she had more information than we did at the time, and Chloe was really standing tall on the code.
She heard he was. She heard he was a chiba.
Oh, what?
A fucking rat.
Oh,
What language is that?
yeah. What
in?
is that?
Oh y'all. Oh damn. I forget y'all. So y'all never seen Carlito's Way. When he walked in, we said, "You a fucking chiba, man." Let me take him out back, Carlito. What the
As an
killer
Italian, Al Pacino's really good at playing Latino roles.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, it's great. It's
One of the best.
insane.
One of the best. Hate his accent, but he's one of the best.
I mean, that's we can't say bad things about Scarface, but probably one of the worst acting
You could 100%
voices
say worse than
ever. Like, if that came out now, they would kill him.
Oh yeah.
Scarface was a terrible movie. We won't say
we
it.
already got into
awful.
this.
That shit was terrible.
It
That
is
was a
not
terrible
bad.
movie.
Classic, but it's awful.
Speaking of playing, do you guys remember Ben Kingsley played Ghandi in that film?
Oh
No,
yes, I remember
Ben
that.
Kingsley played Ghandi.
Yes,
Yeah,
I remember
They had a
that.
British white man play Ghandi.
Yes.
That's sick.
No, that was insane. Good movie though, but just the casting was just like y'all could have did better than this.
Wait, was he in blackface?
No,
Wow.
That's Ben Kingsley.
Oh my god.
That's not real.
yes, it is. You never saw that movie?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, does he have like the Ben Kingsley voice the whole time though?
Does he have?
Does he try to sound like Gandhi?
Yes.
Here's a side by side.
I mean, he kind of ate that.
He's in brown face.
Is that spray tan? What is that?
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
say that about.
Nah, Ben Kingsley did blackface and no one told me.
That's insane.
I am not watching the 1982 rendition of Gandhi with Ben Kingsley.
No,
I'm
Ben
just not.
Kingsley-
He's an
I don't
amazing
know
actor.
how you didn't
This
know,
is nuts.
I didn't know how you didn't know Ben Kingsley played Gandhi. And it's crazy, but he kind of looked like him. Like that's what the crazy
He
part was.
ate.
He went a little malnourished.
Don't say
well, he didn't
he
eat.
ate.
He
Yeah,
can't
don't
eat
stop
if you're
saying
Oh, yeah,
Gandhi.
he also
You
did-
can't eat if you're
Yeah.
Gandhi. So
Yeah, he had a ringworm.
yes, Julian, that's what he had.
Anyways, Gandhi was not as progressive as you think he was.
So if you saw Chloe out in the highlight room, if you saw Chloe out in the highlight room,
I would ask her if she wanted to go see Gandhi.
hey, have you
Like, have
did
you
you know
seen-
Ben Kingsley played Gandhi?
I don't know if you're a Kingsley fan, Chloe, but
A Kingsley.
I think if you look at that movie, it would help you in your acting career a whole lot.
but yes, we owe Chloe an apology. She stuck to the code. She stood tall.
Thanks,
Now I
Chloe.
see why she didn't hold it down.
Yeah.
So
She knew he was a chiba.
Speaking of holding it down, Andrew Wiggins' girlfriend
Okay.
says the
Yeah,
rumors
This
are false.
this story kind of hit the internet last week
Like a waft.
about Andrew Wiggins because everybody's been asking. He's been away from the team for over a month, almost 2, probably 3 months at this point, I think. And everybody was asking, when is he going to be back? Everybody's didn't know if he was, because the reasoning is family issues, family problems, or family. He's a tendency. He has to be with his family right now. So everybody started, kind of trying to figure out why is, what's going on? Is everything okay? So a story hit the internet last week, claiming that Andrew Wiggins had found out that his girlfriend, one of his kids that he has with his girlfriend or fiance, I don't know if they're engaged. One of the kids he found out it wasn't his kid. That's what the story was.
and it was his best friend's kid that was
It was
living
supposed
at
to
the
be
crib.
his best friend's kid. That was, it just was a crazy story.
Giving her the Dempson stroke when
Yeah.
he was on the road.
Now it's crazy. She's saying the internet is a really sick place and that's not true or whatever. But I can see how people would hear that and be like, oh shit, because that kind of can be a believable thing. Like your best friend lives with you, you spend time on the road, your best friend, your girlfriend may have an affair, and now one of the kids that you thought was yours isn't. You find out it isn't. That would cause you to need to be away from your team for a while and kind of get your family situation together. But his girlfriend did tweet out, that's the furthest thing from the truth, and it's sad that y'all even doing this. So it's good to at least get some type of.
But is that more of like a cryptic type thing? Like, remember the Life Jennings song when you said technically you're the baby's father anyway, and it's like, no, I'm not actually.
No.
Like I know I raised the kid.
God,
but
no,
I'm not. I'm not.
I hope this is not the case.
So you think maybe she's like, no, he's the father because he raised the child.
He's the father because hopefully he's the father because that is his child. I hope, because we spoke about it. That would have been a crazy. I don't know how an athlete could bounce back from that, honestly. Like, how do you go, especially with social media?
You're in the speculation.
Right. It's like, so with social media now, how does an athlete go through something like that if it were true?
Ask Scotty.
And return to the team knowing that you're going on the road, fans are going to be yelling out certain things, they're going to be tweeting certain things, and that's a tough umbrella to kind of maneuver under.
Even within your own locker room. Like,
it's a tough. I don't know if an athlete can come back. I don't know if it's hard for a guy that's not an athlete to bounce back.
Imagine during the game though, it's like that's why that kid's not yours.
This is what I'm saying.
That'd be fucked up.
It's there's literally no way you can avoid that. Like, you're gonna hear about that as an athlete, wherever, as a man, wherever you go forever, somebody is gonna bring that up, yell that out. So I don't know if, that's something that Andrew Wiggins would even be able to return to basketball after, like, finding out a kid is not yours. That's very tough to deal with in this social media era.
what would you guys do in this situation? Would you stay or would you leave? Assuming it's true, would you stay with her and raise the kids, or would you leave?
Me?
Both of you.
Come on, bro. You can't stay with a girl that
Look at Rory's face.
You can't stay with a girl that you had a baby with, like,
what did you
and
say?
you thought you had a baby with, and you found out the baby's not yours. You can't stay with her.
Rory?
I'm gonna give the child trauma and get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
What?
Joking.
Well, that's why I'm bringing it up.
Give the child trauma.
This kid is what? How old? 5? Five.
That's fucking really difficult.
So the kid knows you. The kid knows you as their father.
That's your
has a
child
relationship.
for 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd
which
be
is
fucking really difficult.
So you would be doing, you fuck her all the way, but you would be doing a lot more damage to that kid that knows you as their dad.
My dad left. I'm okay.
You know?
Boy, he had no choice. The cops came.
Wow.
The cops took him out the house.
Oh, I didn't know.
They told him to go.
Yeah, you're coming with us, sir. Yeah, no, I mean, listen, dads leave all the time. Like, I get it. You build a bond with this child, but how do you continue to look at the child? What?
Mom said, yo, dads leave all the time. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, like,
Let's go ahead.
for my culture, that shit is regular.
Send
That
him
shit
some
is-
shoes over the holiday.
Yeah, like, you send a couple, you come back when it's time to go school shopping, and you take the kid to the mall for 3 hours, go get what you want, and you never see the kid again. Like, I know how it goes.
We talked about this though before, because in the words of one of our former coworkers, he said, "I want to raise another man's nut." Remember that?
I don't want to raise another man's nut. Yeah. You can't do that. Even if it was for 4
Wait,
years.
who said that?
Carl.
Oh, I do remember that now. Carl's fucking sick.
You can't, but it's true.
He
though.
has a point, though.
Yeah, you can't. You can't look a kid in the eyes that you know is not yours, and the girl lied. Like,
But then you just built this whole relationship with this kid.
yeah, but we're gonna have to break it off.
Okay, the relationship, but what about the kid?
Break it off. I just told you. Like, what are you talking about? That's not my kid.
The Kardashians made it work. Chloe's not one of them.
That's different, bro. So you going into something totally different.
How?
What do you mean how? That's something different, bro. Like, they were raised like.
But that's not Robert's kid.
But I feel like they probably knew that from Rip. We just started to realize that.
Yeah, he just found that out.
But, like, I think they probably knew what was going on.
But that kid has a sibling too. So
So they have each other. They'll be fine.
That's not how that works.
Just raise each
Wait,
other.
is the other one my kid?
yes.
Oh, God. Yeah, I have to abandon the whole family. Even my own actual child. I can't be in that situation.
Sorry, son, your mother's a hoe. And I'm leaving.
It's a girl.
It's your mother's fault. I just want to let you
it's
know.
your mother's
It's a girl.
fault.
Wait, it's a girl.
Oh,
Ah, fuck.
Oh, man. She's headed straight to the poll.
Oh my God.
to vote.
Yeah.
To vote.
Come on,
There you go.
just casting your vote.
Yeah.
That's right.
Where was your mind at?
Yeah. Gutter.
And then you got to
Yeah.
tell your kid to
The Larsa path?
we're breaking up and it is your fault. Like, you are part of the problem.
No, you got to keep it 100. Say your mother Whore.
Wait, no, don't.
Yeah, you got to get right
We
to it. You
can't.
got to rip
We
the
can't.
Band-Aid off. You got to rip the Band-Aid
Yo,
off.
you're a woman. Why would you laugh?
There's no way around that. You have to rip the Band-Aid off. You can't kind of ease that in there. You have to sit your kid down
Okay,
and
so
say,
what age? What age do you sit them down and say your mother a whore?
As soon as you find out.
yeah, like, son, when you get older, you're going to learn what a whore is. And I'm telling you now, your mother's one of them.
You live with one.
Yeah, you were raised by one. Yeah, she's a fucking whore. Yeah.
Stay away from women like your mother.
Yeah, like your mother, get away from her. When you're 18, get out of here. Do what I just
Holy
did.
shit.
Leave.
That's
Skedaddle.
so awful.
We're
Skedaddle.
talking as if this is true. If this information is not
We're
true,
also
we are
joking.
misinformed.
Yeah, we're kidding.
I'm not
Yes.
joking.
We don't have to
Oh.
clarify.
I'm not fucking joking.
But we
Speak for yourself, white boy. If I find out my girlfriend has a kid by another dude and I have one real biological kid with her, I'm leaving.
Are you taking your biological kid?
No.
They're both gone.
Yeah.
What she or he? Or
We gotta
they
start.
do?
We gotta start this bloodline over
Damn.
with a more truthful woman.
You're gonna take a mulligan?
Yeah, are you kidding me?
A mulligan on a kid?
Like, I'll come back and pick up on my kid, but I'm not. I'm not staying in the house because
Like
of the
you
kid.
would buy
No.
that kid McDonald's, but not the other one.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Going to hell. The deepest,
Why?
darkest depth.
I don't
of
have to
hell.
take care of a kid that's not mine.
Yeah, that they don't deserve a Happy Meal.
I'm gonna take care of that kid, but I'm not gonna live in the house. I'm not gonna continue to live in the house and play family. I'm not doing that.
Well,
Fuck
it's not,
no.
It's half of your family.
So was the connection that you had with the kid ever even real, or were you just faking a connection?
Were you ever even really my kid?
Yeah. Don't talk to me about real. I was lied to
I'm
for 5
keeping-
fucking years.
Yeah, I'm keeping it real through this whole situation. This is real. I'm leaving. I'm really leaving. Like
It was
that's
nice
real.
knowing you.
Yeah. Like, are you kidding me? Like, a guy doesn't have to stay through that.
You don't have to. I'm not saying you have to stay. Of
It
course
sounds like
don't
you
have-
saying he should
that's
stay.
not
It
what
sounds
I'm saying.
exactly
It
like you're
sounds-
saying he should.
Okay,
Would
what
you
I'm,
stay?
She dialed
I'm
it back.
telling you what I'm saying.
Okay, tell
so
me.
listen.
I'm listening.
What I am saying is, I don't think that it would be as easy for you to just turn off the connection.
I
Yes,
agree.
you could say, "Oh, that's not my kid. I'm out." Fuck that. But if you ever really love somebody, love is unconditional. The kid did nothing to you. Do you really love
Now,
this kid? You
there's
never
some
want to see it
conditions
again? So that lets me know that y'all just be
Under
loving
one
y'all.
condition.
So y'all love y'all kid because y'all have to. It's not coming from the heart.
It's both.
That's
Because you can't turn off. You can't turn off love. Like if you
know how
genuinely
many?
love
You
somebody.
know how many women I used to love? That I can't. I would throw up if I saw them today.
I hear what
I'm
you're
like,
saying.
ugh. Piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll find a cop out and get poetic, like, I'll just love them from a distance.
But love
can only love you from
can
afar.
change. Love can evolve. And
Love can
No, it can. I'm
change.
saying to counter Damaris, like you can be deeply in love with someone and then over time grow out of love with that person.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not talking. But that's romantic love. Romantic love is fleeting. I'm talking about the love you have for someone who can't do anything for you, like the love you have for a child.
It's not mine. Once I find out it's not mine,
You no longer love it.
clip, cut.
So you only loved it because it was yours. You didn't
Absolutely.
love it.
Yes.
I don't think I
That's
love that
his
kid that's
child.
right outside right there. I don't fucking love that kid. How? It's not mine.
You didn't grow.
It's the same shit. It's not my kid.
Children are our future. We need to love all
Alright,
children.
cool.
It takes a village.
No, listen. If that
Yeah,
kid was
give it back to the
outside
village.
and the kid fell and was hurt, I would go help the kid.
No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
But I wouldn't. If that kid is like sitting
You're a
outside
liar.
and says, "Oh, I'm hungry," I'm like, "Well, I gotta go." Like, it's not my job to feed that kid. I'm out. Yeah, it's not my kid. If it's mine, oh God, you get the world. But once I find out you're not mine, your mother lied to me. Yo, listen, man, that's your mother. You came out of her. You didn't come out of me though.
Well, he did.
No, he didn't. Because he did to
It's
someone
not
else's
my
kid.
kid.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
You talking
I
about?
get the jokes, but I just think waking up next to this kid, you've comforted this kid when it was sick, when it was hurting, when it's
Yeah.
lonely. Like
Yeah.
you've been everything to this child looks up to
I was
you.
being a father.
But not. But
Until I
And
found
then
out-
Someone didn't pull their own weight.
yeah, until I found out it wasn't my kid. I'm
that's
out.
not the kid's fault, though.
It's not. Life is
I'm
hard.
not blaming you.
Life hurts.
I'm not blaming you for leaving the mother. I'm not
Yeah.
completely understand that. That's a terrible situation. That's a
And
hurtful
what a
situation,
great
but
early
I
lesson
just-
for a child. Listen, whores exist.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah,
stay
that's
away from
crazy.
them.
I just know both of y'all, and I know that y'all would still have love for that child.
Y'all
It would
capping.
still want to somehow be involved with that child. And if you couldn't do it mentally, it would hurt you to be away from that
You
child.
would love- you would love the
especially
kid.
a child that you raised for 5 years. I know both of you,
Bro,
so y'all could cap
are
in y'all raps.
tripping. If
but
y'all think that I'm not leaving
I
a
didn't.
kid that was mine, that I thought was mine after 5 years,
I didn't say. I know you're leaving, but you're saying you'd never feel anything for them again. That doesn't even make sense as a human. You're saying that all all your humanity
I'm not
is
saying
just
that.
turned
I'm
off?
still leaving his little.
No,
ass,
I
but
know you're leaving.
I still feel away.
So what are you asking me? I won't never speak to the kid again?
That's what I'm asking. I'm saying you're telling me you wouldn't love this kid anymore. You wouldn't have any feelings toward this kid. Even when you leave, you move on, you get a whole life. You wouldn't care about this kid, care about their well-being.
I would want to know if the kid is doing good in school and in life the kid is good and things like that. Yeah.
Send
I
him a
mean, I
birthday
might show up
card.
to the basketball games like Shep and above the rim, but I'm not going to do drills with him.
I'm not taking him to the park working on his left hand and shit like that. Where my kid at? Where my real kid at?
Word.
You gonna bust your ass. That's how I'm on it. I'm working out my real kid.
Real kid.
You go find your real mother and tell her to find your real dad and let him work on your game.
Check ball.
Yeah. It's not my kid. I'm out of here.
And look, my genes are better because you trash at ball and my son is nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it is a father thing.
I'm just saying, like
Well, this
women.
kid does have Pippen gene. Well, no.
But what
it's
if
not
your
Scotty
fake kid
genes.
clean your real kid up on a court?
We jumping that nigga.
Big fact. Big fact.
I'm gonna show you how we get down, son.
Father-son bonding
that's what
for
we
real.
do. Yeah, we gonna jump.
You're
this
going to
little
see
nigga
our
out here.
chemistry
Yeah.
because you're really my son.
Hell
That's
yeah.
sick.
I'm gonna
see
set
these
some
genetics.
hard ass screens on that little kid. Like, son, I got you. I'm gonna set the next screen. Lay that nigga out.
Would you
Straight
let
up.
him still call you dad? He's been calling you dad
Nah,
for
don't call
5
me
years.
dad. Nah, don't do that.
Don't even call me Maul.
Yeah. Nah, don't call me dad. You gotta call me Mr. Clay. Yeah, call me Mr. Clay from now on. Don't call me Maul. No,
Matter
no,
of
no.
fact, I'm Uncle Maul just because I'm someone that fucked your mom. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just one of
Damn.
your uncles in that regard.
We don't talk about that enough. The
What?
uncles that we thought were really uncles.
Yeah, your parents was dead ass wrong for that shit.
Yeah, man. I gotta talk
And
to
we
my
don't
mom.
talk about the era. I know we're from different eras, but we're still sort of close. The era where the dad could see, like, hey, I love your mother, but she's a whore.
Yeah.
That was very often said. Now you can't say that shit.
No, you can't say that no more.
Dads would say that all the time.
You ever had like a real one-on-one with your dad and you like figure out like, yo, what happened with you and mom?
Yes. And my mom listens to this podcast, so I don't want to say what the fuck he said.
Mom, I love you. I'm not trying to be in your
Say it on
business.
Patreon.
No.
Yo, this guy is crazy.
Say it on Patreon.
It's just a
crazy.
suggestion.
No, it's bad suggestion.
I had a fake uncle. He wasn't a fake uncle. I knew he was like a family friend. But when I became like around 13, I found out that he was my mother's ex-fiance
Oh.
when she was 18, 19 years old. But he was a family friend. Like he was in the family. He lived with my grandparents for a while. Him and my dad were cool. But I found out at like 13 that was her old fiance. She flushed his ring down the toilet because she found out he was cheating on her. But
So him and your dad was cool at one point?
yeah. Well, my dad met my mother when she was like 30 something. That happened when she was 18. Like
Oh, so it was kind of like, oh, that was
far,
his
yeah. He was
ex-girl.
a big family friend. Like to this day, like he comes over for holidays and like everything. Like we're his family because my grandparents took him in. You know, because my mother was young and she was dating him. Even when they broke up, my grandparents ain't loyal. So
You
they
think
like
maybe that's
still
like
kept him
maybe
around.
your actual dad?
That's Big Pops.
Even Yomi went,
Now, see, that's a conversation.
I'm learning more and more that Yomi ain't as loyal as I
No,
thought
I'm
she
just
was.
saying though. I'm just saying though. That's a real conversation to have.
I look
because
like,
I've seen it.
I look like my father with a little less facial
Well, they,
hair.
they say
I
you spend
that's
more
my
time
daddy.
around somebody who start to look like you.
You said with a little less facial hair?
Yeah,
A little less.
You got
a little less.
If you
I
let
have a
it go,
little
you
less.
could like.
I have a little less facial hair.
You got
than my
facial
dad.
hair?
Yeah.
For real?
Why would you zoom in? Why would you look at my face?
Because I don't see it.
Chill.
Yeah, like a little Fu Manchu under there.
Sorry, Benny.
My bad. I didn't know you had facial hair. Your skin looks great.
Thank you. I wax.
Would you ever line it up?
Would I ever line my shit up?
Yeah.
No, I get it waxed.
Okay.
Get like a shadow fade.
Oh, you get your lip waxed?
But like
Yeah,
if you're
I
an
get my
album
lip
mode, you let
waxed.
it
I know
grow.
that.
If I didn't get my lip waxed, baby, no. Yeah, no, I get my lip waxed.
You should go all natural 1 month.
No,
Just
I'm
don't
good.
get it waxed.
I'm good.
Just
Y'all
don't
ain't
get it waxed.
Yeah, ain't
I
gonna
just
be-
want to see it.
You never
Like,
tasted a
I
little,
just
little
do it.
peach fuzz on a girl? I think it's cute.
But there's like peach fuzz, and then there's like a mustache.
A mustache, yeah.
Yeah, no, I get peach fuzz, but not a mustache.
Would you? I mean, you're into white women. Would you fuck one of those French girls that like has the armpit hair and everything? Like, what if she was bad? Like, she was your type, as pure Aryan as they come. But
No,
she
I know
had-
my type, Rory. Thank you. Yeah.
Pure Aryan as they come is crazy. Pure Aryan is wild.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
I actually did hook up. This is years ago. I hooked up with a girl that had armpit hair, and I didn't know because obviously, like, you're wearing a shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
You can't
Oh,
tell.
that's scary.
Does that
we
really
brought it
matter
up.
that
What
much?
type of
I
armpit
didn't
hair though?
care,
Like it was.
No, it was like it was there.
You didn't care?
I mean, she was beautiful. So it was like at that point we were already talking at the bar, like we were already back at mine. I wasn't gonna be like, oh, raise your arm, like nah, get out.
Raise your arm.
Like, I wasn't
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
can't
that.
fuck because you're hairy. Like,
Yeah, like
that's
I wasn't.
pussy shit.
Yeah, like,
Julia was about to tell her Hell Hitler.
Wow.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's take a second.
All right,
she
so-
might have been German.
See, there you go.
All right.
So you found out she had hair on her
she
arm.
wasn't
That didn't
German.
turn you off?
She was. I think she was from France though. She wasn't. She was visiting. It didn't like at that point. I didn't care.
Yeah, why would you? But
I didn't
that's what I'm
care.
saying. Like, you're not gonna be staring at.
I'm not
armpits
like
the
Maul.
whole
I'm not
time.
looking at it like that's hot. Like I'm not attracted to it.
Same.
But I was already that wasn't a barrier, like a threshold that I had to overcome to finish. Like I didn't care.
But it was like a lot of hair.
It was hair. It was hair.
Look at Maul. Look at Maul.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out, like, if I see that,
to bear to finish.
yeah, like, how do you
Come on,
look
dog.
past that? I can't look past, like, it's one thing if you didn't shave, and it's like, you know what I mean? You got
There's also like positions you can do where you're not. First of all, no one's really staring at armpits.
That's
when
what I'm
they're
trying to
fucking.
say. Yeah,
Also, if you're doing
it is.
the Chloe Bailey pose in the
Yeah, you're not
show
looking at
here,
armpits.
You don't see armpits. Just,
Oh yeah, no, you
white
see
girls
you would
from
see
the
a little hair. I think.
Man,
Y'all ain't
Rory,
hit
this shit
Damaris,
ain't
though.
poking.
Y'all ain't hit Damaris, though. She asked Juliet, you fuck white girls from the back.
No, I wasn't.
Damaris, why wouldn't he fuck a white woman from the back?
Because he don't really like women with like fat asses. So that's why I'm like,
how do
an
you
ass
know
guy.
that?
He's an ass guy.
when I say fat asses, I don't mean a fat ass
Oh,
and a white
I don't
woman.
like the
I mean
needle
fat asses.
plumped up cosmetic version.
No,
My
I'm.
bad.
You know what?
He like asses. Julian he like a nice. Yeah, I seen him holler at some girls like, yo, she got a fatty,
Thank
and it was a nice butt. It was like, oh yeah, okay, I see you,
right.
Juju. Yeah,
He just wouldn't bring her home to mom.
never. Never. She's
no
not
one's meeting
passing
my
that
mom.
door.
That's just a fetish for
yeah,
him.
no, that's not happening.
Okay, so I have a question. I read in an article
Oh, shit.
that
Wait,
if you
what was her pussy like? Like, if she didn't go for the armpits,
I
like
think
what was?
there was hair. I think there was, but it was like
Imagine if she had a wax
like a
box and
landing
hairy
strip?
armpits.
it was kept. It wasn't like
It wasn't running
it wasn't
wild.
just like
That's
what
what I'm
is.
saying,
It,
it's
well, yeah, I
armpit
didn't
shit,
need the
yeah.
weed whacker.
Yeah, armpit hair is kind of. What you doing, baby? What you going through? We gotta have a talk.
Yeah, I wasn't like who I'd like
we
to do
got.
this
I
again.
can't see it
was
and not
weird.
talk about it. Are you kidding me?
really,
I just throw, I
That's
throw-
equivalent to seeing like a streak in her panties, and I'm like,
No,
That
that's
is
different.
not-
That
that's
is
not the same
completely
thing.
different.
it's
That's
not. It's the
That's
same with
not
me.
the same
It's
thing.
the same with me, bro.
You throw her like a speed stick.
Yo, what's wrong? See?
for a butt.
Yeah.
No, for her armpits.
No, but I want to know
is off
why
the
you. I
rails.
want to know what you. I want to know what you going. Like, are you a natural woman that likes to just grow your hair? Like, you don't. Shave, you
That's
don't
been
wax?
like a phase though over the
Yeah,
last
there's a
few
lot. A
years.
lot of women
That's
have
cool,
done
but
that.
I'm
Yeah.
just not. That's not my preference.
What about leg hair?
How much leg hair are we talking?
Noticeable leg hair.
These are all questions when people are in relationships that they deal with. Maul is not the relationship guy.
Wait, whoa, excuse me.
You're not the relationship
I got
guy.
plenty of relationships. What are you talking about?
We have a relationship.
Yeah,
So you like his hairy legs?
hate his hairy legs.
Okay.
Wow, that's
Love yours.
Wow.
Thanks.
When you're in a relationship with somebody and winners start crawling around,
Like that.
the hair starts crawling.
What if she? What was like
See,
that?
we're not doing that.
You'd swipe right.
We not doing
Nah,
that.
I can't.
that's
That's,
a-
a lot. That's a
We
lot.
not
Of
If
hair.
she
doing
was
that.
on Raya,
We
you
not
might
doing
go.
that.
A woman
That's
can
way
do
too
whatever
much-
she wants. That's a lot.
That's
for
a lot
me.
of
I'm
hair.
sure
For
you
me.
brought women home that had hairy legs, and in the dark, you didn't even notice.
Okay, sure.
Not like this.
Okay.
That's too
like
much.
yes,
bro.
there's like
That's-
I understand
now
the stubble.
I'm about to ask you if you Teen Wolf. Like, are you Teen Wolf? Just
Teen
tell me.
Wolf is
It's one of my favorite
'Cause
movies.
He means the old one.
All right,
But you can't have that much hair on your legs as a woman.
Since
Come
we're
on.
kind of being misogynistic, I'll take it a bit further.
Kind of.
I'm not really big on this new no aluminum
Deodorant,
deodorant
shit.
for women,
Oh.
and I've had to say, hey, I understand breast cancer, but you stink. Go
Wait,
get go
what's
get
the
go get
other
some
route?
deodorant with some breast cancer in it.
Not
'Cause
only
I
that-
can smell you from here.
Not only that, they already debunked that whole thing. Like, there's not enough aluminum in deodorant to cause.
Wait,
breast cancer.
what's the
I'm
alternative?
sure
What are
they've
they using?
debunked it. I'm sure they were
No
paid
aluminum.
to debunk.
It's like
debunk it.
organic deodorant that doesn't work.
It's like essential oils.
Um,
type shit, yeah.
Oh god, that stuff's trash.
like that
some peop-
aluminum is what's keeping the smell down.
Some people have stronger scents than other people. I know a lot of people use like glycolic acid because that'll stop the stink for a while.
Man, just throw some Suave on there.
Nah,
Suave.
that's breast cancer right there.
Yeah. I try not to use deodorant if I don't need it, but I'm not a very musty person, so I can do that. A lot of people be musty people and they need deodorant.
No, I gotta-
Listen, I've been on record saying I like a little must, but I'm telling you that no aluminum deodorant is not it.
And that was my point. So I read in an article that one of the things that men are really attracted to, or if you can tell a man really, really likes you, is if he likes the smell of your underarm. Not
Well,
like
it's-
fresh off the gym underarm, but like he likes the smell of your underarm. My ex loves the smell of my underarms.
I like
He
it.
can
There's
smell my
an
underarms all day.
Yeah.
From a room away.
You're an asshole.
No,
But I
they're
heard
called
that.
pheromones, by the way.
Yes. But you know, people
Waft.
usually talk about pheromones
waft.
being in your hair and in your vagina and things like that. But no, they're in your underarms too.
So like when y'all are about to get to that intimate place, you put him in like a headlock or something.
Throw him in a choke.
He lick your underarms.
He's licked my underarms before, but not to be
him a
sexy.
little noogie.
But not to be sexy. He's done it to be silly.
Like just off the the Knicks just scored. Like lick
You've never been in a relationship, Mal. People do weird things in relationships.
Yo, bro, but licking your girl underarms because
I haven't done it,
Julius
but-
just grabbed a rebound is crazy. Like,
I've never done it, but I'm not against it.
like, that's wild. What
You
are
just like
doing?
this though? You like put it up for him?
If we're laying down and he's like right here, you might lick my underarm to be fun, like not to be sexy, but just to do it.
Like
Just like men, I have had men that used to lick my face to do it. Just
That's
say it was
different. Face is different.
Yeah, that's a little different.
I heard the
Face is
true G spot is under the armpit. Is from what I told.
Who told you
Who
that?
the fuck told you that?
I'm gonna start asking, who
Yeah,
told you that?
yeah, I want the source.
Tell me who told
Yeah,
you
you
that.
got to lick under the armpits. That's where it's really.
where did you hear it from?
If y'all having sex
Reddit?
and it's kind of like they're not gonna understand missionary and
No, I think that's where. If
But
we're having
just-
sex and you lick my underarm, I think that's a little creepy.
Oh, but if Julius get a triple double and your man lick your underarms, it's fair play.
Why is
just
what's going on there?
Because she said it's just random. They just chilling and he just licks her armpits. So I'm thinking of a guy being home.
well,
just
silly. You never been playing around with your girl and like pinched her butt or put.
No,
pinched her butt. That's not the same
Pinch
thing.
their butt.
it's similar.
No, it's not. Licking the armpit and pinching the butt
There's
is
an
not
extra
the same.
step for that.
Or licking her butt.
It's a little tongue in the ear.
Yeah, like kissing her butt or something like that. That's stuff that you doing when you're laying in the house with somebody just playing around.
Licking the pitch is a little different though.
Tongue in the ear. That's a move.
Ugh.
What move is that?
Don't do
That
that.
is the thing.
That's Julian's move.
That's a thing.
That shit makes my skin crawl.
Do you think like he would take it a little further once he got used to the armpit? Maybe he'd go for the back of the knee, like just to keep it. Lars is
know.
fucking 4 times a night. You got to keep things interesting.
I know, right? I'm gonna introduce that concept. Actually,
like
Rory.
the elbow joint.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Julian, how you feeling about your loss on Patreon Live?
don't know
Fucking
what you're talking
smoked you
about.
in that versus.
I heard about it.
Yeah. No, I don't know what he's talking about.
You
I'm
lost
glad you
bad,
didn't watch.
baby.
It was a bloodbath.
It was
Wow.
Bloodbath.
playing music was a bloodbath.
It was a smoke show.
Damn, Juju, what happened?
I have a damn it.
What'd you open with?
He opened with Ashanti Rain because I suggested it and had never heard the song before.
Yes. Oh my God! Don't do that.
I'm about to say, if you never heard of Shanti Rain, come on, bro.
Before we did the
He was gonna
battle,
open with Foolish, and I told him to open with.
before
Rain
we
on
did the
Me.
battle, we did a push-up contest, and I smoked Rory in that.
Okay.
Stop,
All right,
stop
look at
deflecting.
that. Yeah, he's
not deflecting as a part of the.
Yeah, you're
live.
deflecting
That's
now.
it.
Yeah,
It's
you're
part of
fucking
it.
deflecting.
Yeah.
It's a
I
part of the
sprained my
events.
wrist.
Yeah. No, that's what
Yeah, now it's like this.
that's what they all say. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So you got smoked.
I won
Please.
one round. That's it.
How many rounds?
Which
were it?
round?
Which round?
5. They said I won the one with Mary.
Mary J. Blige?
Yeah.
Nah,
What record did you
I
play?
beat you.
They
What-
they
what song was
they
it?
were commenting.
They were voting.
They were voting.
Yeah.
Like that was the
We had
only round I
polls.
won.
What song did you play?
No More Drama.
And what song did you
Is that
play?
what you played?
That's not. What
That's
he
not what you
played.
played.
Oh, did I play Be Without You? I played one of
Yeah,
those
she
two.
played Be
Without
Without
You,
You.
yeah.
Sorry.
And I
very
played John Legend.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, you played
That's what you
a
did.
John Legend album cut.
Yeah,
and-
the one where he's sneak dissing Puff and Hove because his girl wants to go be with him.
Oh yeah, now Mary wins that round.
Yeah, that was the
That's
only
the
one.
only one he won.
Yeah.
Damn.
We didn't
all
like at
good.
one point it just became playing music because it
At
was
one
just
point,
such
I
a
just-
lopsided.
I took over. I just started playing with what the fuck I wanted to hear.
It was a
Yeah.
fun live though. We had a lot of
That
fun.
was a lot of fun.
The fan interaction shit with the chat and the polls, like it was a lot of fun.
Rory's record came out while we were on the stream.
Yeah.
Or a little afterwards. We were playing
got a
that.
sneak peek.
The people that were in there were able to listen to it
Well,
beforehand.
the record is out now and is definitely one of my favorite records of the year for sure.
Go get it. Thank you, Paul.
That's
I appreciated your tweets too.
Yeah, that was definitely that. I was vibing to it over the weekend. I was in the crib. It feels like a good beer commercial. It has that. You know, when a song you feel like you can hear it in a beer commercial. It's like, oh, this is a good record.
What type of beer though? Like
no,
a
this-
Coors Light commercial or like more of a
No,
higher
this
craft
This is a
hipster beer?
This may be this might be a Red Stripe.
Okay.
It's a good Red Stripe commercial.
I did have. It's like good music to put on if you're not sure what other people are into and you want to gauge like their level of. You know what I mean? So like
That's a good- yeah, that's a
today
good
I
point.
had this guy from what's the gas company Con Edison in my apartment checking the gas levels this morning at like 9 a.m. He's in my apartment and it was just like
figures taste out.
we were just like awkward, like he's just he's like doing his thing, and it's just like that awkward like noise and just silence.
Yeah, so you had to play
So
some
I
music.
turned on the Bluetooth and threw the record on, and I was like, this feels like the right time to
Yeah,
play this right now.
Because it doesn't feel like you're trying to hit on the guy and set a mood.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, but like if
It doesn't,
get-
you're not playing. It's not too many curses. It's not that type of.
Playing music
It's
at
not
9
drill
a.m.
music.
is insane.
So you're suggesting
Wow.
I make Con Edison music?
No,
Yeah.
he's suggesting that you make good like lobby.
It's atmosphere
Okay.
It's
music.
like a good lobby music.
It's
Right?
So the
atmosphere
next single will
music.
be for PSE&G,
Okay.
and we'll just go down the line that
Yeah.
way.
Don't forget the UPS guys.
Really good record.
I'm at Verizon going crazy by the album.
The video was dope too.
Thank you.
So yeah, congrats, man. It's a really dope song.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's been doing well. It's playlisting. Reception's been amazing. Yeah, I'm
Run it up.
excited. Stream farms, just leave it playing.
And the live battle is available for you guys to rewatch on Patreon.
Yes.
Patreon.com/NewRoryNMal. It's available now.
Speaking of which, we should get into Patreon now. I think it's Patreon time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's Patreon time.
Big
Is it?
Patreon time. It's
Yeah.
Patreon time.
Oh man, I got so much more to talk to the people about right here. I don't want to leave them.
It's time to pat the wrong.
Just joking. All right, well, listen, man. We thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for joining us on another episode of the New Rory and Mal podcast. We'll be back in a couple of days to kick it with you. Have a safe week. Have fun. Be blessed. I'm that nigga. He's just Ginger. My nigga.